if something goes wrong with your motorcycle, what was the last thing you did to it? Can you help us out with this problem?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Although I do like hanging out here with Logan and Jimmy
We enjoy
and talking about dirt bikes. This is my penance for all of the fun times that I've had on dirt bikes. But if your name is Dune Rocket, you just cut the price in half.
Yes.
Live from Pahrump, Nevada, the Valley of the Dirt People, it's Tech Talk Taco Tuesday with your hosts, Jimmy Lewis and Logan Tyler.
Look who's here. Logan Tyler.
Woohoo!
Logan's back. Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, everybody. This is the best show this year. It's guaranteed that this is the best show so far.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to unwire some things that got messed up over here, so don't worry about what I'm doing. This is the show where we talk about motorcycle and motorcycle-related products. Wait a minute, I got to put on my hat. I got a Ricky Brayback hat.
RB,
Yeah. So we're in the middle of Dakar. Actually, they're probably waking up right now. Well, I've probably been awake, and then they're getting ready for the marathon stage over in the Dakar. Mm-hmm. I don't know anything about it. I hardly have lost any sleep. The Dakar over in Saudi is really stupid because it completely wrecks my sleeping habits.
Oh, but, really?
Yeah.
Do you tune in live and all that?
I kind of start watching it about now. Start kind of seeing what's going on. Sometimes you get some updates early in the morning.
You get hooked.
All the things, and it's like, oh yeah, you can. And they don't show the map in the beginning, so you can't visually see what's going on, the tracking stuff, and then so you're just kind of going off the little news things, and you can see the times at the checkpoints, and you kind of go, okay, they're going to go, 40 kilometers the next checkpoint. I don't have to look for a little while, and then it's like, oh, you start getting tired about 9, 10 or whatever, and they're in the middle of the stage, and it's like so sometimes I get I stay up to the damn end of the stage, which is like stupid, and then then you wreck the next morning. And then I also have people that are in, I've worked with guys in UTVs and cars. And so there's they're way behind. So, yeah, not good for my sleep. But anyways, we don't really want to talk about racing because it's, How's the sound working? I got the sound working this time, everybody. You should be proud of me. That's my new resolution for this year, that I'm going to make the sound work. And Marco says, better late than never. What did I miss? Are you guys talking about motorcycles or tequila? Well, Marco, since you brought it up.
We haven't even had any tequila yet today.
Yeah, we haven't had any tequila yet today. But this is Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. We had tacos.
Tacos?
I'm here with my good friends, Jimmy Tyler.
Hey.
And Logan Tyler.
Happy to be here.
And if anybody has paid attention, Logan, say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, good. Yeah, talking as much as you used to. Logan was my original co-host for the very reason I just chastised him for.
Yeah. We should have found a thumbnail when he was the little guy doing this stuff.
Yeah. Let's see
Whatever
if
they call it.
I'm going to try to bring the mic levels up just a little bit because I know they're down. And I should have switched. You guys should actually switch mics. I think that'll help the show. Because this mic this one picks up a lot of extra. Everybody says it kind of makes an echo, and if it's over on the side, it'll actually make a. And I hate having to fix stuff in post production. But welcome everybody. Oh, you know what's funny? This isn't working.
What is that?
The chat thing. I'm gonna have to reload it. Let's see, it's not picking anything up. We'll see what happens. It says it's going to 4 to 5 channels. Okay, so it kind of picked itself back up. I'm going to miss the couple of chat messages that were in there. So if you asked a question, please re-ask the question. And Marco says, you're not wearing Gore-Tex. Maybe you'll spill some beers. Better be careful. I'm wearing my sponsor.
Oh yeah! Oh, look at that!
Yeah, how's that?
Yeah,
wearing my sponsor shirt tonight. Thanks, Jimmy Tyler, for sponsoring me. Woodworks helped keep me in the professional racing realm last
Sure,
year.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit here and there.
So we'll see what happens this year.
There's going to be more.
There's going to be more.
More fun to be had.
I missed our team race though. The one weekend I was sick, I missed our team race out at Mesquite, the Fast 440. And by the way, this show is brought to you by some of our sponsors. Of course, there's Yamaha, there's Climb. You can watch this board up in the back that flashes logos and stuff. You have Seat Concepts, DDC. Chain Wheels has been helping us out for a while. They were actually our first original sponsor. Of course, Bulletproof Designs, Double Take Mirrors. Mm-hmm. So some of these companies are gracious enough to offer you a discount if you send me an email and ask about it. And if you don't, then I won't tell you the discount code. So it's that simple. And
Milk. Oh, I'm reading it backwards. Climb.
Yeah, Climb. I'm going to complain about my Climb pants that I was wearing today. so today we were out doing little photos, and I had Climb pants have pockets in them, which I really, really like. I love pockets. And I'm in a little bit of pain right now because I had my phone in my pocket on the XC Lite gear, and I think the pocket is a little bit too big and not as like a.
Well, whoa. Isn't there another solution for that?
To not put your phone in your pocket
or not crash?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
There's that solution.
Yeah. So I tipped over, and the phone must have turned sideways, like a. I'm gonna use the emergency camera here. It kind of turned sideways and went into my leg like that, like a hatchet.
You should show the good folks your screensaver there.
Or whatever my screensaver?
Whatever. Your screenshot.
Yeah. So it's my cat.
It's your cat.
It's my cat. My screensaver is my cat, but everybody looks at the wrong eye because she is giving you a look back if you look at it closely.
Dude.
But anyways, so this, I don't know how it happened, but it actually was able to turn sideways, and somehow I landed right on my leg. I got a Charlie horse on my, you know when like in school, when you're in school and your friend would come up and give you a hit with a knuckle, like right in the arm, there was that spot you could hit that was really bad.
Pressure point.
I got it. I got hit right there, and then I just spilt my my tonic water over the table. Can we
got gin.
Use that to clean it? Look, it's not going anywhere. All of my old notes from old shows are gonna fix this.
Housekeeping's on it.
Housekeeping's on it. Okay, good. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the motorcycles. Marco, you got a question. We're gonna answer this for you. Marco's question is, what tires would you recommend for my 2025 450 XCW? I'm an intermediate rider and like mostly desert. And he has some emojis or something that I can't see on the screen. So I currently am getting help from Pirelli tires. So I am liking the Pirellis. Actually, I'm liking the Pirellis a lot. So I was with another tire company before. I can't remember what tires those were. Those weren't bad. They were actually pretty good. But lately I've been running the Pirelli XC Hards, and I tried. I was a big fan of the MX Extra. It's been a while before I was with the other tire company. I really liked the Pirelli MX Extras, and I had one on my bike, and I kind of thought it was almost a little bit too grabby for what I was used to, but it also lost the side knobs on the front pretty quick on the MX Extra. And I've been running on a similar bike on a KTM 500 XCW. I've been running the mid-hard Scorpions, and I think it's the MX32. So it's the mid-hard, and I like that one better. It just seems like it's less grabby, and then it's been durability's been better. On the back, I have the mid-hard. and I think on one of the bikes I have the MX Extra, but I haven't noticed the much of a difference there. So anyways, yeah, that's I would go with the Pirellis. But Jeremy, my friend here, he put the MT21s on, and I have a set of those that are mounted up. It's like an old time go-to. It's just the indestructible, last forever tire, not that high performance. He loved them, but his tire, he went with the 9100 on the front, and those are DOT legal, and they will last forever. Maybe not the highest level traction, but really high on durability. So that's what I'm talking about, Marco. Get those. It's probably,
do you not run 90s or?
I typically don't, but on that MT21, that 80 is really narrow. I put it on a bike, and I don't know if I it's funny because I was walking around my shop looking for it today because I saw Jeremy's 90 yesterday, and he's like, "Oh, I really like these." I'm like, "Really? Wow, that's the one I want," because mine's a little bit too narrow, and I don't know. I mean, just the traction's been so good lately.
Yeah,
I don't want to run like a dual sport tire. I want to run the most aggressive tires I can get. And like I said, MX Extra was actually too good. That's what I had on the first ride we did 2 weeks ago or so. And I was just noted when we're running big tanks. So a lot of weight on that front wheel. So side knob durability wasn't great, but the traction was almost too much. So that's what I say. Dave,
so you generally run an 80s on stuff. What's the biggest difference between an 80 and a 90 just on the average? I mean, I know it's the width, but I mean,
it's the width, but
I mean,
it's
what?
It's inconsistent brand tire to tire. 99% of the time, the 90s for me are a little bit too big and a little bit too grabby.
Too grabby. Sort of like just tug your hands in rock gardens and stuff like that, or.
Well, let me take a step back. I like a bike that turns on the front wheel. I like to feel the front wheel turn.
Okay.
And I think I'd like to think that I like to do it with balance. So I don't want to put a lot of effort into the handlebars.
I gotcha.
When I'm riding. And with a 90, I seem like I have to fight it a little bit more. Okay. Like some people like the flow to the 90, and for me it feels like it almost grabs maybe too much traction. I mean, there's no such thing as too much traction, but
I get you.
It's a little too grippy, and maybe whether if you get up onto the front of the tire, it can really knife, and if you kind of come unweight the tire and you get on the back of the tire, it waits longer to let go. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know.
So it's just kind of more matching your way you corner.
Yeah, and
to what the rear traction is.
Yeah.
So you're not.
And so it's like we're with the 80 typically, it doesn't grab as much, so it doesn't oversteer too much, and it doesn't let go when it starts understeering. Like it doesn't hold as long. And I mean, this is like, with different tire brands, there's certain tire brands that everybody likes that I don't, because they grip so hard on, and then they just let go, or they don't grip at the angle I like leaning. And it's nothing against the tire. I mean, this is why people should try different tires and experiment with them and see which one fits your, it's the only thing touching the ground, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully.
So, what does Dave Donnelly say there, Logan?
Congrats to Ricky, Skylar, Preston for the great start in Dakar. Good job on the training.
They did the training. I just told them what to do. I didn't do a good job on training. They did it. They did a good job on training. I just gave them. I mean, good
job on the teaching, maybe.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long road. I mean, it's nothing that happened overnight, and there's no magic in this. It's just like I've always said. These guys are putting in a lot of hard work, and hopefully, hopefully it pays off. I mean, I know it pays off because they're doing well. They're both Ricky and Preston. Skylar had a little bit of a slow start, and this is really the first year that I've had any contact with Skylar. And I don't like really train with, Skylar. He came and did some of our original stuff back in the day, and then kind of, went on his own direction and did his own thing. But this year he's been around riding some of our road books and working with the guys. And part of what they do is they work together, when they're training. Different guys are opening. And some of our road books have different things built into them that they're maybe working on. They all have to make road books. In fact, they all did make road books.
Really?
And Skylar,
does that a big help for them understanding road books?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a training tool, right?
Oh,
not
yeah.
just a job.
No, yeah. Well, it's
because it helps them interpret it on down the road, right?
In a lot of different ways. I mean, it's like, so I always, tell them to make a road book that would emphasize things you need to work on.
Okay.
And then they work on that, and then I see it, and I can kind of interpret some stuff, and then I can see because I get to look at a lot of different people's road books, different organization road books, and see different styles and techniques, and so we always are trying to predict what the next iteration, the next improvement, the next thing they're going to try to make tricky. And so we think about this and talking with them. I'm not over at the race. I don't really know exactly what's going on specifically, but they communicate back to me and they'll tell me, yeah, we need to work on this, or we were going to try to do that. And so, yeah, it's an ongoing process. And unfortunately, I think the navigation, it's getting overall a little bit easier, but I think, and this year I'm thinking, and it seems like the last couple of days they're starting to make it a little bit more tricky. The guys are talking about they have to ride so slow to navigate. Guess what? That's what happens.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, if you have any questions about what we think's going on in the Dakar, feel free to ask. I can try to answer.
Yeah.
There's also a really good podcast if you want to listen. There's something called the Dakar Daily Podcast. So just search that on any of the podcast platforms. You can find it through Cycle News. Oh, hey.
And they mostly talk about bikes, right?
It's pretty much bikes. Yeah, real bikes.
No cars.
Yep. You know who shot the cover of Cycle News? The photo on the cover of Cycle News?
No. You?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long has it been since?
No, I'm not the ride. I shot the picture.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I went riding. I remember riding with my buddy Sean Finley, and he's like, the guys didn't do a very good job shooting photos of this bike. He was a Stark. The other day, so God, I should tell you the amount in the last. I guess it's been since New Year's. Maybe it was right before New Year's. It was right around Christmas. Yeah, it was during their break. The amount of different bikes that I've ridden in the last 2 weeks is insane. But yeah, they had the Cycle News had their Stark Varg, the enduro one, and it had just been sitting. And Sean picked it and said, "Hey, I'm going to take this thing and take it, go ride it." And they have some pretty cool places to ride in Arizona where he's at. And just hooked up with him just to go for a little trail ride. And he's like, "Hey, do you think maybe he was asking his other guy to shoot photos?" I'm like, "Sean." Because he didn't want to bother me really, because he knows. Yeah. And I'm like, "Sean, I can do this in 10 seconds." Yeah. And so we're just like riding along and just skid off. Sean, give me that camera.
Yeah,
kind of like we were doing today.
Yeah.
And
I've never done that before. It's kind of cool.
And I saw, my Cycle News gets delivered to my inbox, and I look at the picture. I'm like, I shot that picture. And they even used my real name. They didn't use my stage name for. Like, usually when I work for Cycle News, I work under an alias.
So you think any pictures of me today going to make the cover? Cycle News?
Cycle News needs to buy Dirt Bike Test. They need to buy this whole operation because they.
I'll let them have all the pictures of me today.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna.
There were a couple.
There's covers in there.
Look pretty good. Yeah, covers. And they want to put a Yamaha on the cover. Why wouldn't you? Yamaha
with a goon on it, bro.
YZ250
with
FX.
A goon.
Yeah. What are we going up against tonight? What's our is there a presidential election or anything going on?
Our war. I don't know.
War?
Tune into the war.
Oh, Monday Night Football. We know that's yesterday. Yeah.
Maybe they got Tuesday now. I don't know.
Right on. So if you're out there, you have a question, throw it up in the chat. We will get right at it. Logan, Is there anything else that we need to know about
Who's the faster 125 rider
today?
One of us can walk at the end of the day. And then,
Well, I can walk. I'm just like dragging. I took some vitamin I, so I'm going to be fine by the time the show is over. That stuff usually kicks in about 35 minutes. It's getting bad. It's
getting its own heartbeat.
Well, so it's no blood, but you know when something you land on something and it draws like kind of blood to the surface. It's like a scrape, but it's not a scratch. Like there's it's that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be. I don't bruise really. Unless I break a bone, I don't really bruise. But it looks exactly like the side of this. It looks just like this right here. It's this line here with the two buttons on it. Like that's
imprinted.
That's imprinted in my leg. It just got me in the wrong spot.
Okay. Orale, vato.
Yeah, Victor. Yeah, good you're back. What's the next question, Logan?
Can a road book be purchased, or do you have to build your own?
Dave Ritter, GU4PU. You can. There's places where you can buy road books. There's some. It's kind of like you would sort of go to an event, and then you would kind of purchase the road book. But basically, if you want one in your area, unless there's somebody that's selling road books in your area, I'm sure there in certain areas there are, but you pretty much have to build your own. By the way, Rally Navigator. Mm-hmm. Rally Navigator is basically a sponsor of this show. Yeah. Mike Shirley's a great guy.
Fantastic guy.
I don't want to say I'm a developer on Rally Navigator. I've been using it since day one, and then I quit using it like in the beginning because I found one that was better. It's called Tulip, and I'll just use the easiest, best software. I'm not that well. I'm kind of loyal, but not that loyal. But it was like we found a better one, and then I kept always telling Mike like how good Tulip was for certain things. And this is in the early days of digital roadbook making stuff, just having the computer as opposed to hand drawing, which I did too. I did a lot of years of hand drawing roadbooks. And then Mike made Rally Navigator. He stepped it up.
He leveled up.
And now it's so insane, the program. So David, if you go to rallynavigator.com, it's a free download. You can actually download it for free and make it's limited, the free thing, but support Mike, pay for the $49 a year thing. You get a lot of features. I think for $100 a year, you can do almost everything except for some of the commercial use features.
Mm-hmm. He's going to have trouble finding road books. They're pretty coveted, right? You told me one day they're about an hour per kilometer to build. Once you know what you're doing.
We make good road book makers make a quality road book at 10 kilometers per hour.
Oh, 10 kilometers an hour.
10 kilometers an hour. Yeah. I know there's a am I kicking a wire down here?
Something. So you're looking at, 25 hours to build a decent.
And especially in the beginning.
Quite a bit of work on a dirt bike.
Yeah. And then, just learning all this stuff. It's actually really easy to learn. You'll be amazed at how intuitive the software is.
It helps you along.
It's easy to do. And there's some tutorials and stuff. And we've done podcasts where I've done podcasts with some other guys. And there's like so many different digital roadbook readers out there now, from high level, like the Tower One super professional things. And Dakar, they use something called the ERTF, which is a French rally mafia device. We call the Tower One the American rally mafia device. Yeah. But it's open. It's just expensive to buy, but it's such a good piece of equipment and it's so easy to use. There's things called Terra Parata, which is like an app that where you can buy road books through. Organizations can use this thing where they can unlock and lock them. But yeah, like road books are. I've had road books stolen, so road books are
Not a lot of people are just going to hand them over, huh?
No. No, I mean,
there's too much labor in them, right?
No, there's a lot of guys that they're just at a different level.
Yeah.
My buddy Nar, you could probably call Nar right now. You want to go ride a road book in SoCal? Get a hold of Nar. You can go ride Burritos in the Sky. It's the road book right now. I should hashtag Burritos in the Sky.
Yeah. Okay.
He's always working on road books. He's one of these. He helps Johnny at a lot of the pits and stuff like that. You met Gnarly Dave.
Yeah.
Gnarly Dave, yeah. Gnarly Dave.
I didn't know he did all that.
Oh yeah, he's a road book guy.
Huh.
So, and there's this whole thing, like there's these different little faction rally groups. There's one in SoCal. There's one up in Wyoming. There's one in Utah. There's these different guys that were kind of putting on non-events and just kind of gatherings, and they weren't doing it for commercial stuff.
Which that's good for the sport, it is.
Yeah, to help it grow. And I mean, I'm kind of at it. People are always like, well, dude, how come you don't just let us use your road books? It's like my road books are for certain special purposes, and you can't okay. So when you have a brand new road book, it gets used. It's de-virginized to a sense, especially if you find really faint old rows and things like this.
Yeah, if it's just a beat-in single track, it's
this. So one of my original road books. This is a long story, but I was training a guy, and he wasn't very good, and he couldn't finish the road books. And he said, "Hey, I paid to come train. Can I just take? Because I would take the road books back." He's like, "I paid for the training. I want to come out and finish the road books." Well, he took the road book, and said he was going to go finish. I didn't really hear much from him. It roll couple years later, I'm out with another guy, and I'm sitting on a hill watching this guy go through some sections of this road book. So I would ride with them back then in the old days, because there was no such thing as a spot device or anything. So I'd be riding with the guy, and every place where I'd pull over, go up top of a hill and kind of watch him work some tricky navigation. And this guy nailed every single turn. Nobody had ever done that before. He rode it like it was a trail, just made turns, hardly slowed down. And I'm going, wow, this guy's really, really good. And then we get to another section, and I'm riding, because we're mostly, you're mostly on more main roads, and we're riding. And we get to a couple tricky turns, and I go, "Wow, looks like that's strange. A lot of guys rode here, like a lot of people turn down this road where you ordinarily wouldn't turn, and then there's another kind of turn. A lot of people rode here. That's interesting." And so I stopped and talked to him. And I'm like, "Hey, that section back there about an hour ago was it like this?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, the whole time it's been like this." And I'm like, "What?" And I'm thinking, how did that happen? And I go, it just didn't make sense. I didn't think much about it. Another 2 years later, I'm talking to this other guy. I'm leaving the names out because I don't like throwing names around. And this guy goes, "Dude, I want to apologize to you." He wasn't the guy that stole the road books. He was the guy that went riding with the guy that stole the road books and got into road books because of it. And then he thought, this is the coolest thing ever. He started making his road books, and then he realized how much time it took. And then he asked the other guy, like, "Hey, that road book, how did you make it?"
Poached it.
Well, he didn't really lead into it, but he found out. And so this guy goes, "Dude," he goes, "Hey, I feel so bad." I'm like, "What?" And he told me. I'm like, "Oh, that's what happened." And so there's he was on a ride with 20 guys riding one of my original road books. It just got burnt in. So the road book's ruined technically because it needed
a monkey could follow it. Yeah,
it would need to be corrected because now the main way wasn't the main way. So the road book's factually incorrect, but nobody would know this, but so the main way was now the less visible way, and you could tweak that road book and actually use it to your advantage. Maybe you could go, I could change the way the road book went, but I would actually to make the road book correct. Now you'd have to change the line that was less visible. You would have to make it more visible, because it's now burnt in. So, anyways, yeah, but in some, I kind of look back, and the guy actually, I think 15 years later, the guy sent me some money. He sent me a check for $400, $800.
Oh,
I mean, because he realized he just wanted to make good. And I talked to him about it in between there. I said, "Hey, that wasn't respectful or what we agreed on. You were supposed to use it one time, and I didn't really talk to him. He went on to do a lot of good things for the rally community in the thing. So I think there was, it was. Listen to me, bitch. So okay, what does Arlie DeVay want to know? Oh, you want to continue on rally topics, or
I don't know.
You want to get me hot under the collar or what?
I got some rally questions.
Okay,
whatever.
Let's answer the live questions.
Let's get
that's what we do here.
Oriel DeVay.
I have a connection with the tire distributors, so I can get Shinko tires for almost nothing. Right now, I'm running a Shinko 525 cheater on the rear and an MX20 or 216 cheater fatty 90 121 on the front. I really like I really like the confidence in the front tire give me on rocky trails, but I find it harder to turn on faster trails. Have you tried Shinko tires yourself? I know you don't like fatty front tires. What would you suggest I try for the next set of rubbers? My next set of rubber. I prefer to stick with Shinko since the cost is so low for me, but I'm open to trying other brands if you think there's something worth it. I usually ride single track, enduro, forest roads, mostly rocky Canadian trails.
Hey, Canadian, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Put some maple syrup on there. They'll stick real good, They'll stick like
Our
glue.
brothers from the Great White North. Love those guys. So if sometimes if you can get tires for almost nothing, that could be what they're worth. But I will tell you that I have used some Shinkos in the past. It's been a little while. There was and I'm pretty sure that there was two kind of cheaters tires at the time. There was a bigger one and a smaller one. I'm pretty sure the bigger one was actually okay. The one on the smaller one on the rear was horrible. So, same brand, two different tires. One was really good, one was horrible. And I've never run the cheater fatty. I don't know this tire, and if it's cheater, if it's soft and gummy, I absolutely do not like gummy front tires because they're vague. They're wallowy, and especially when they get to be fatties, big ones, and then they're big and wallowy, then they're weird.
Right.
Just
tell everybody what he means by cheater.
Cheater is a gummy tire. It's a soft. It's the extreme enduro tire.
Okay.
And they're meant to be super gummy and stick on things. And I don't really even know if any of the pros run
on the front.
Yeah, run the sticky tires in the front. But anyways, but it makes sense that you find it harder to turn on the faster trails because that was where it would be wallowy. So, I have not tried that front tire. I've tried the two rears. And so what would I suggest for your next set of rubber? On the front, go to a more standard compound front tire. And whether it's fatty or narrow, I would go, even if you like the 90, I would go with the 90 again. But maybe take a small step and then see if it works. But if you have buddies that have other tire brands on there, give their bikes a try. Like ride your bike across the section and then hop on their bike and ride it and just kind of focus a little bit on the tire. Just maybe do stuff where you're pushing the tire a little bit past where its limit, like on a turn or something. You start playing with it. And this is how we would test products is you try to, go try different things and see what it does. And so you're not just doing what's normal. I mean, maybe you'll feel something when what's normal. You actually, hey, I'm really going to see what that front tire does. I'm going to turn a little hard. I'm going to, go around a turn a little bit fast when I have some run out. I'm going to use my front brake a little bit more than I think I should. I'm going to turn a little extra on this downhill off camber. See what it does. Ride deeper into this rut. Test it and try it. But it's a lot easier when you're just hopping on your buddy's tire than having to buy a set and put them on. But if you want to do just the wholesale change, go to what I would call like a premium tire brand, something that's way more common. And whether it's a Dunlop or a Michelin or a Pirelli, I would say go with Pirelli just because I like Pirellis and Pirelli's been helping me out here. So, go with a nice set of Pirellis. And there definitely is a difference when you go from the brands like the Shinkos or the Motos or it's funny because Golden is in this weird zone where I think they're kind of trying to be more like a premium tire. They're doing that construction. They're doing special compounds and
were those a lower end tire? I mean,
they were just a kind of a not. They've never been a price point tire for sure.
No, no, definitely not.
Yeah,
that's why I say that.
Yeah.
Because they've always been kind of expensive and hard to find.
I would try, and it really depends on, see what. So a lot of times if you see what everybody's running in your area, either there's a really good dealer that has a really good deal on something, or there's something that really works. And sometimes, and I know this with like what I used to run a while back, like nobody believed those tires were as good as they were at doing what they were doing. And like people are like, why you run those? I go, because they're good. And they're like, well, because you get them for free. And I go, yeah, I get them for free, but I wouldn't have even asked to get them for free if these weren't good tires. And that's why when that deal stopped, I approached Pirelli. I'd been doing stuff with them on the 4-wheeled side and like, hey, I'm free. I liked it. Yeah. So and I was stoked because I am not a Dunlop guy. I was always kind of a Bridgestone guy or a Pirelli or a Michelin guy. I liked the European tires tend to not be as knifey. That makes a sense. So
yeah.
Okay.
But he's still probably better off with new free tires than worn out whatever, right?
Yeah. What does C-Tech want? Get back on the rally?
Yeah. C-Tech, he says, let's talk rally. Enjoy the Dakar this year. Let's go USA. And yeah, I'm right there with him for sure. But it's kind of undoubtedly Americans in Dakar rally. It's growing.
We're doing well with.
But we kind of got a guy that can win, or an American, shouldn't say guy, that can kind of is winnable at any class in that thing, right? Besides the big crazy trucks.
We don't. We
forget that.
We should do trucks. America should.
We got more truck. Everybody in America drives. Everyone on the West Coast drives a truck.
Yeah, but we should. But we have semi trucks and shit. I mean, those trucks are pretty cool. But
I mean, I was watching this old rally the other day from like '97.
When the truck passed the factory Citroen or something like that?
No, it was with the guy, and he's like, man, when the other American went out, I had nobody to talk to. Sound familiar?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, there was 2 Americans there, not mechanics, not navigators.
Yeah, back in 97
on. Yeah, I was watching that with a guy.
97.
And he was like, yeah, when that guy left, I had nobody to talk to.
Yeah,
I made him watch YouTube.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and but I mean, in '97 there was literally 2 Americans there in all the navigators, classes, mechanics, on and on and on.
Yeah, there was no English. English was there was a couple British.
But now it's like there's quite a few Americans in there. Some navigating, some just mechanicking.
That'd be an interesting stat for somebody.
Guys like Johnny's and Kendall's there. There's
Kendall's not there.
Oh well, he usually is, right?
No, he's
who
here.
drives the motorhome.
A couple years ago he did. He was Ricky's mechanic the first year Ricky won, and then he went back another time, I think, to.
But Johnny's there, right?
Johnny's there, yeah, for sure.
Guys like that. I mean, and obviously there's a lot of competitors. The Americans in Dakar Rally is growing.
It is. It's definitely growing. But I was just saying, a really interesting stat. Maybe Logan, can you ask AI this or something? You used to do this all the time. You were figuring all this stuff out.
We might have to switch to your phone.
Why?
Depending on what you're about to ask.
Oh, no. It's like it's percentage of entries. How are Americans performing like overall? in performance versus like, because there's I mean, America is probably the 10th or 11th. If you talked about, there's tons of French and tons of Spanish and tons of Brazilians and and like as far as how many, the total number of Americans racing or competing, and then how they're actually doing in their classes, like they're probably doing really well.
Damn.
Because it's
like I said, I think we got a guy in nearly every class.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's
not Malimoto, but
it's
that could win.
It's not, and people don't understand this from around the world. They do not understand how hard it is for an American to go to the Dakar. It's not easy because nobody here knows what it is. Number one, I mean, it's getting a little more popular, but nobody knows what it is. And if you win and you come home, you might have a little celebration and stuff, and you go back to regular life. You walk around every place. No. If you're a French guy,
no ticker tape.
You're a Spanish guy. You go to the mayor. You go to the president. You go to the state thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I know.
You're getting awards. You're on the morning show. You're on the afternoon show.
Yeah. No, I get it. We're not there yet, but we are inching our way the right direction.
Yes. Yeah, and
or maybe better than that.
And I mean, our guys that are going
Ricky
there,
got to ride his bike around Anaheim 1.
Yeah,
in front of
that's probably
that's not exactly the mayor or the president, but it's
largely because of Honda, I think. But at the same time, it's just different. But no, we're doing well. Andrew is doing an awesome job. I think they had some flat tires. I talked to Andrew and he's like, I'm like, hey, good job. I hope you won that stage based on navigation. He goes, no, we didn't get any flat tires. I jinxed it.
Damn it, Andrew.
So the next day,
he's such a nice guy. He can't even lie to you.
No. I like Andrew.
Andrew's a fantastic guy.
Andrew did not want to. He did not want to come and do any sort of training or anything. He wanted to come and do training more than anybody, but he thought I was just a goofball. He's like, that guy's he's a ding dong, or I don't know what Andrew really thought. He probably won't tell you what he really thought. It's probably really mean, but he never told me that. But he came here and he started figuring it out. It's like, hey, some of this stuff is really stupid, but I needed to do that. Like I had him.
I know. I
had him
once he started coming. He was here more than anybody.
I know. I had him doing some drills, and I could tell he thought they were stupid. And I'm like, you won't know until you need to use this. Like I'm teaching you some kind of a discipline, just some kind of a thing, and it's all stuff I've done with Ricky and with some of the other guys that have really put in the work out here. Like Preston's kind of getting to that point where he's at the point where now we need to work on some specifics. I mean, he's out there learning, doing a really good thing. Hey, look what just popped up.
Oh, Rally Nav
online.
Hey, thanks, Mike.
Do you think he heard what we said earlier?
No, he's just happy to see us.
I think he should have. So Rally Navigator Online's Mike. He says, "Hey dudes, best hosting crew ever."
Thanks.
I have to read these out loud, by the way. If you're watching it and you can see it on the screen, that's of course. But this is a kind of a podcast where it's
the audio version.
Audio version. So you should roll back to like maybe 6 minutes into the show. Don't do it now
because we're working you, buddy.
We can't afford to lose any of our millions of viewers that are watching this right now. But so Preston's at a place where he's got goals. He started just riding with us. Sort of, Johnny's like, hey kid, if there's any future in off road, it's going to Dakar. And so he would just come and hop on his 450X, and we'd put a little digital road book running our Rally Blitz on there, our old school thing. 11 Americans. There's the math. Fukimoto is helping us out here. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks.
11 Americans out of 787 competitors
competing, but a lot more Americans there also on. I mean, Berryman. Sean was a mechanic there for years.
He was in the big trucks.
Yeah.
He drove a big truck. So Sean Berryman is Sarah Price's navigator, and I do some stuff with them for
like
sure.
Like you said, there was 2 Americans in the whole rally, mechanics and pilots and anything else. Now there's more.
Well, that guy I was watching that rally with. The year before, there was only one, and he went home early.
That was you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
But I did have the second year. I did have an American mechanic, but I couldn't really talk to him because he was always working on my bike. When I was off the bike, he was working on it, and then I'd have to go eat, and then I'd come back from eating, and I'd get my MacBook and play with my MacBook, and then I go to sleep. And like we'd have like 10 minutes of talking in the evening and 10 minutes of talking in the morning.
Yeah.
And he'd be ready to go to bed. He'd been up, actually I was pretty good on my bike. I only wadded it up once really bad. So Navig. Navig. What's that? Yeah, I'll check rally. I don't know. What are those things? Sometimes the comments are hard to. I'll check. Oh, check rally Navig. He's trying to say maybe he's had more to drink than we have, and he's trying to say I'll check rally navigator. Mike, we're getting you customers. I promise you. That's why I called you a sponsor of the show. Hey, I'm thinking. You should be a long time. No, you should pay us like all the other sponsors. You should pay us lots of money in sacks. You should bring us sacks of money, and then I'll put it towards your tour guiding in Mexico or something. Whatever we do down there. No, I use Rally Navigator so much when I'm training for not only building the road books, but even when I do my online classes. I'm literally on a Rally Navigator screen because it's so easy to explain some of the concepts by showing how the road book is built and then using it as a tool to teach. So I know Mike probably doesn't know that I do that. He's probably going to now double my account fees or something, which I'm totally okay with. Actually, I think he should really triple my current account fees that I pay him. You triple them, and then it's all good. So, if you check out Rally Navig, use the code at checkout. Just put "I love Jimmy" in the code at checkout, and it'll charge you double or triple or something like that.
So I tried finding your chart.
Okay.
And so AI didn't say anything past 2020. So AI doesn't know you exist.
I didn't want to know about me.
Might be a good thing.
I know about me, but I want to know about how. I want to know like kind of there's got to be a chart that would show how well Americans are doing. Like if you took all the if there's like the Olympics. Okay, when you think about the Olympics, there's all these countries that are competing, and everybody from the country earns points for that country. That's what they need to do at Dakar.
Medals. Yeah,
not
but
medals, but the points from all the medals you earn.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, we would slay it, and then that way, I patented this idea is trademark pending or something like that right now. We should have third beer fingers are too big. I'll check Rally Nav out. Okay, good, yeah. So it should be like the Olympics, where at the end of each day they show you, hey, here's how the different countries are doing. Based on, your gold, silver, first, second, and third in stages and stuff like that, we'd be doing really good.
We would.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So leading one class, second in another, third in another.
Yeah. Stage wins, overalls, all that.
Stage wins, overalls. Yeah, for sure.
They should do that. ASO, get off your ass. But they wouldn't do it because they would want to make France win everything.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's the way it was when I raced. They loved me to finish second or third. I got third once. But okay. Do we have any other question? Any other rally questions?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good.
These guys are talking about bonus minutes or whatever they're talking about. How does that work?
Okay, so it's called opening bonus.
Opening bonus, thank you.
And the way that this works is in a rally is because it's such a disadvantage to open the stage to be the first guy out because there's no tracks for you to follow. Most of the time
you're staring at your phone more than everybody.
It's not the phone. It's the big navigation device that it's really just notes, and if you've ever seen one, you'd understand it. It's not like they're not following a line on a GPS. They are reading an instruction. It tells you the mileage. It has a picture, like an a drawing that shows you what's on the ground. Like if there's a 4-way intersection, it'll show a 4-way intersection. It'll tell you which direction to go. And then there's some information over on what we call the third box that gives further detail when needed. It will tell you like what the danger is. It'll tell you, what compass direction. Well, sometimes that's in the picture too. There's a lot of information up there, and you have to look at that.
But no breadcrumbs.
No breadcrumbs. And then because you did.
No,
you did
I've done
Prump.
it.
Did I know you that well before you did Prump Dakar?
Not
or not?
no.
Yeah.
No.
So we did an event a long time ago called Prump to Dakar, and it was back.
It's pretty awesome.
When I was trying.
It was a marathon event too because we slept in a
bivouac.
The
yeah.
truck.
Yeah. That was really cool. I was at the time I was trying to. I almost spilled it again, Logan. Hold on. Let me make this easier for us. Can you help us out with this problem?
Oh yeah, Mijo.
Yeah, I got mine right here. I was trying to. I don't know. We were trying to figure out like how I was going to make a living because I didn't really have got fired from my other job.
Mm-hmm. It's his first time.
Hey, you made him.
Here. God gifted you a knife in this world. You were
He's
born
just
with one.
this kid is he probably can do this in his sleep with his eyes closed.
How do you open a beer, Dad?
He's just pretending. The guy that gets drunk off of apple juice.
That was an early joke.
Yeah. I blew a .07 because I had apple juice.
It was an absolute cool experience. It was absolutely a frustrating way to ride a dirt bike.
What did you ride? A KDX 200?
No.
KLR 650?
Big John rode a KDX. I rode a 08 KTM 300.
Oh, okay.
And I just kind of pieced together two bikes, and the top speed on that bike, the way the gearing worked out, was about 31 miles an hour. I messed it up a little bit, but
yeah,
because I took a 250 motor out of another one. That's a long story, but
I remember going over to Big John's garage when he's over there on Turner, and that was almost like a chop shop.
He was the one behind all of
he
would take like 5 300s or 250s and all 120. And he would start thrashing pipes and getting stuff for sale, and it was so much fun. Really.
Yeah, he's buying bikes.
Yeah,
taking the good parts off, figuring out how to make his bike better, and then downsize that and sell it to somebody else.
He's quite literally still doing that.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Not at the scale of old ratched out 2-stroke stuff, but
he needs to come over. He needs to come over to my house and in my garage and start tuning up some of my stuff and selling it.
He knows. I guarantee you, he knows every little works weird you got back there, and every little. The dude he's a savant with that type of stuff. Absolutely, he knows because you got a lot of work stuff laying around up there.
There's some pretty trick stuff.
It's kicked under cabinets. I will find some stuff back there and just go, what?
I had a call today with somebody who wants me to come and look at a bike that they bought. Like,
good Lord,
one of my. Okay, so I'll get back to this. Remind me, XR600. Tell the XR600 story. So tonight on the show, we are drinking. We just cracked it open. This is Addictivo whiskey, which if you are a tequila aficionado, Addictivo is a tequila brand. They make a whiskey, and so I get this, and I guess you can get it up here. This is available up here. I used to have to bring it back from Mexico, but a really good, smooth.
Yeah, that is great.
Smooth. It is. I think it. Let me check. Let me check the taste. That literally could be my favorite whiskey.
I think it is.
Yeah, I have some really good whiskeys that
sure
I was gifted, by the way. So, Logan, when you get older, even though you're over 21 now,
No, I'm not.
you're not?
No.
Oh, but your ID says it.
Yeah, it does.
How old are you now?
20.
When did you start doing this show? 13, 14?
13. 32.
Go back and watch Logan's first episode. I actually think I'm gonna do it now that I remember.
We should have brought up a thumbnail of him.
It's in the 30s.
I think his head was down here. His chin was just over the table, you know. And then I got
But
him.
that table's like 2 inches taller, so
Okay. Yeah, some credit where credit's due. Yeah, we were literally on the table that was over there. We had a couple TV
Didn't you
screens
even do
behind
something
us.
from a bar with him?
No,
you ever do one at the bar?
No. Well, I think you're getting
50th.
confused. Oh, you went to the 50th?
I think
Yeah,
so.
we did he did one there, but not like
Okay.
his first one or nothing.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were when we did our ride that that video we could have done good with that video if we would have done we need to find somebody that can edit that because that stuff Matt was supposed to do it.
Oh, your guys is
Our ride from we rode from Tour Tech Rally. We rode from Washington back down here, and
he was like 14.
Yeah.
he rode a dual sport from
no, a mini,
Canada border to
mini adventure bike.
yeah.
And KTM 390. I just sold that. That's how I got the bike that the bike
That new
I
300 you got.
The bike that I rode, I
Yeah.
traded for the 300. So the
Sutek remembers those days.
all we did was stop at bars.
Yeah.
You like
I would take a little nap in the back and
Every lunch we just stop. We go to a bar, dinner, or we do this thing where we do like a brunch.
yeah.
You know, because we'd have to fill up with gas and we eat and stuff like that. And usually the only place in these small towns is bars.
Yeah.
And we go in there and sometimes they had no problem with you just pulling up and sitting at the counter and we just order food and whatever. Or you just go in the booth,
in the back corner.
sleep. Yeah. Half the time. Yeah.
I loved it.
I was lucky that it only lasted 2 days.
2 days.
No, it's more than that.
We were 4 days.
Really?
Yeah. Because, okay.
It was
So we rode.
Washington.
We started in Washington, and the first day we rode to. We were in Idaho. We
stopped in Idaho.
We drove down to Idaho,
Yeah.
and we drove the motorhome down to Idaho. We went trail riding for 2 days with Casey. Well, remember I went swimming in that super cold river.
We both did.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
You definitely did. That.
Dude, I went riding
one with
up-
the glacier touching it and all that. Yeah,
I went riding up there again this year. I went and rode some of those same trails, and that's where I went riding with Riley, who has the Stark.
yeah.
Whole bunch way better trails up there. You've got to get your work schedule arranged where you can go riding with me sometime during the summer. You got
sure.
to,
For sure.
You know, I think your boss is.
We can figure it out.
Figure it out. Well, your boss can go too.
Yeah, well, definitely. I can just go. Yeah.
So, but anyways, we left Idaho. Our first camp was in Atlanta at the hot springs, right? We ate pizza. Remember, we got pizza at that bar restaurant thing, and then we drove. We went in and we camped like up on a hill above a hot spring.
Yeah.
I don't know if was a lot of mosquitoes there. But okay, so we stayed there, and then it was like 4th of July weekend, and everybody was out. We was before that, and we went down, and we camped down south of Jarbidge because we went into that bar at Jarbidge, and that's where we had our late lunch dinner thing, and so we camped south of there, and then the next day we were in Belmont.
I know you hit Belmont because I bumped into a guy at the bar that said, "Hey, that's your son that was at like 14 and riding a dual sport halfway across America."
Yeah, that's
an adventure
the
bike.
only one I remember staying there.
Is Belmont because we had that really cool camp spot that was about a mile away.
Yeah,
that's my favorite little nook and cranny spot. That's
love
just
that spot.
just out there. So you love the bar spot, but you should see our camp spot.
Yeah,
It's like you'd have to have a pretty gnarly 4-wheel drive to get there.
Oh,
but it's up this little. It's up a really gnarly Jeep road, and then we kind of like went back behind these rocks. I don't even know how I found it. I found it, but I knew it was there, right? Yeah,
yeah.
I knew it was there
So?
because we had to go there, and it was dark by the time. I left the bar. And I'm like, oh, don't worry, Logan. We're just going to ride out in the woods. And sure enough, just the GPS kicked in, and it was on this little plateau. Somebody built up a little rock stove thing.
Oh.
It was, it was all good.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool adventure there. Didn't he also drive like your 40-foot toter home all the way there at
Only half.
half?
Oh, I had my permit.
Oh, you did? Okay, so you just turned 15.
I just turned 15 and a half.
Okay.
Close enough.
Driving a 40-foot semi truck down the road.
Quarter way across the country.
I don't know if it's legal, so we might not want to say it. But.
Well, how you got driving it? Yeah, I set cruise control. I moved into the passenger seats. I'm Logan. Just stay here and steer. And if anything goes wrong, just lightly touch the brakes and don't let anybody cut in front of you.
Yeah.
I like that thinking.
Flying Brian.
Old school.
Remember Brian Horton? Mm-hmm. Have another drink. You'll remember then. And Dune Rocket says the Inside Out Bar in Jarbidge. I don't remember the name either.
Yeah.
And then C-Tech says,
Have another drink. You will remember then.
no, you got that's the other one.
Oh, I remember those days. I felt bad for Logan.
Oh, you mean on the show?
Yeah. He remembers the early days. A long time.
Hey, you shouldn't feel bad for Logan because you should feel bad for everybody else who's tried to do what I made you do, which is read the comment, because everybody thought you were kind of, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, they thought you were kind of dumb because you would kind of stutter and
stumble.
You're trying to read this crap. You go to any of these other guys that have come in and I make them read questions, and I don't know if anybody has done as good as you did. And they sound kind of like they sound like they can't read either. Mm-hmm. It's because you guys need to learn how to type. Yeah. Even in your comments that you have time to think about, like not live ones in this show. Don't we talk about motorcycles on this show?
Yeah. You are just bashing every viewer.
It always feels like tailgate talk to me, but
yeah. So but if you have a good motorcycle question, we'll answer. I'll get back to the XR600 story too.
Yeah. Let's see that.
Do that. But anyways, love our viewers. Love every single 31 million of you. XR600 story. So I was talking about a guy called me today that got a bike that I used to own, which is an XR600. That is I'll call it a replica of the bike I won Baja on. So
the N2 bike, or
well, it was a 1X bike. 1X so because Johnny had won the 1,000 the year before, and then he had some issues with partners. Like, hey, Jimmy will ride with me, and I'm like, oh, okay. I was not big. I still am not big on racing score. Really? At all. Nora, you need. Oh, by the way, Nora registration's open today. So if you didn't sign up today, you're probably not going to get a hotel in San Ignacio unless you partner with Baja Bound. Baja Bound Moto is the best way to go. If you want to, talking about rally, I'll get to my XR600 later.
Sure.
I don't want to talk about myself that much. Here, Logan, pour me another one. If you want to do a rally and get into rally, the best one to do, and I'm not saying this because I'm the motorcycle race director. I'm saying this because it's true. The Nora Mexican 1000, or the Nora's Baja is what they call it now. It's a 6-day stage race. If you're on a motorcycle, you can do it rally roadbook style. That's what most people do. But we even have a GPS class where we will give you a line. So if you want to be less rally, you can go with GPS style, and you'll still have the dangers marked through the Stella unit. So if you want to get in a rally, do Nora's Baja.
Looks like the coolest one to me.
And I, as the race director, my job is to go make the course. And I spend a lot of time making a course that I want to ride. And you know, because you guys ride with me.
No, I know. You are, I mean, I did it again, did 169 miles with you the other day. Next level at building trail and finding course. Next level. Like,
and
few on the planet can do
the only reason I'm like that is because my riding time, and I get to ride all the time.
Yeah.
I don't like riding crap, and I want every ride to be great.
And you somehow
Make riding great again. That should be my slogan.
It's make trail great again.
And so I don't want to waste my time riding on crap. And so when I go down to Baja,
not eating trophy truck whoops for.
I know that my name is on that course. So
there you go.
If people think I made this course, then I want them to go, that was a good course. And same thing when I go trail riding with people, it's the invites are few and far between because my riding time is at a premium. I want to enjoy it. So I like going with people that I enjoy being with. I trust them that they're not going to be that guy, and they trust me that I'm not going to be that guy. It's going to happen.
It happens. I bring the guy for us that it happens.
But we've had fun with Link.
We love Link.
Hey, Link was solid this time. Was he? Trust me. Do anything bad on this last ride?
No. His bike overheated, but he was.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. So he did do. Okay, he got it.
He got it. He got
it.
But
yeah, you brought the guy.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, you were gonna.
But look,
you were not gonna make that hill by yourself either.
Really?
No.
Not that day. I wasn't riding good that day, but.
No, I was going to come back. That's why I parked my bike. I leaned it up against that rock, and I was walking back down the hill when we finally gave up. And this is the other thing is like you never complained. He never complained.
No.
Nobody complained. It was like
you'll never get that out of either one of us.
I only complained a little bit. I was nice though, wasn't I?
No. Yeah. You were. Yeah.
Because
I think it's the best thing you can do is
we are so close.
Tell you, if you get to ride with Jimmy, you will have the ride of your life.
Yeah,
but he will spot your flaw in your game, and he doesn't do it to be a dick. He delivers it like a dick, but but it's for your benefit that he does it that way. And it will make you flat out make you a better rider.
Because I want to have a better ride,
and you want to see. I know you, Jimmy. You want to see better riders out there,
right? I'm very misunderstood.
Yeah, your delivery methods are fine with me, but not for the general.
Yeah. Logan, how are my people skills?
Fine with him too, because he has the same kind of dad. He works in that environment too.
Yeah, but anyways, so back to to roll back. I value every time I get to ride on the bike, so I want to make it better. I don't ride just crap to ride just for the sake. It's so rare that I'll just go riding for the sake of to go riding, even if I like when I start stressing out at 3-4 in the afternoon. It's just too much like regular people shit, I guess, that really bothers me. I can go hop on a bike. I can go down the street here. And I have 10 different things I can do. And they're just little, I got some little figure eights, or I got some side hills, or, just a couple little like roller jumps and just things that make you feel good. And, okay. So even just on like a local zone, but like, if it's time, hey, I'm going to spend a day going riding. We're not going to just go ride the same old crap. We're going to go. It's even when we're out there. I was trying to find that new. That's what that hill came in. I've done that downhill. I didn't know what it was like going up, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure because the traction was so good. This is the day we can make it up. Even if we had 3 strong guys, me included. But I knew Link could carry us all up.
Link can huck a bike.
Yeah. So I went for this hill, and I first went the wrong hill. I couldn't find it. It wasn't the right one. But I got to the spot where I could spot the place we were going to, and then went back and found it. So it was all good.
That's good. I was mad we didn't do it. I feel like I could have got it out there. But
what is SUTEC?
Any plans to start up the riding school?
There are always plans. I really do enjoy teaching because if you're going to pay that much money to come and have my dick-like delivery,
well, that's the guy you want teaching you. I'm telling you, folks.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I'm passionate about it, and unfortunately, sometimes the passion of trying to communicate what I know is right it overwhelms the I have to be nice and polite. And,
Yeah. People listen better that way. That's just all it is. It may
not
it
everybody.
may upset them, but it sinks in when they get home or in their car drive home.
Man, when we had our school,
it does. I've seen it. I've been to. I don't know. I've helped with how many schools.
And by the way, both Logan and Jimmy are coaches. Were coaches at my school and helped, and it was so cool because. And then I had my wife Heather, and we had such a wide range of delivery options.
Sure.
If you needed to have someone that was nice and could kind of coddle the information to you, and you were good at that sometimes. And Heather, like unbelievable.
Heather is such a good coach.
Yeah,
and she's got
exactly
every skill you don't. You don't need another Jimmy. It's the beautiful thing about the school.
Exactly, the exact opposite of me.
It was always the same message. It was just delivered in different.
And what was Logan?
Just
Logan could
go
spot
over to me if you wanted to get stared at.
Yeah.
Not hear anything.
Not hear. That's what I say. No. He wouldn't say anything, and then he'd go, "You need to use 2 fingers on the clutch."
Logan had a great way of spotting things that I never had. I couldn't really spot the people's flaws as well as he could. Obviously you could.
It was, it was. I mean, he's a listener. He listens, and if something comes out, it's kind of important. And you should probably pay attention to what. And people.
He was definitely one of the better coaches.
Yeah, people would go, "Yeah, Logan didn't say anything, and he told me this, and it was like life changing." It was that aha moment. I'm like, "Yeah, that's why he's here." So,
bikes, but.
Yeah, no, there are always plans to start the riding school up. Unfortunately, it's very insurance and permit prohibitive right now.
Just go rogue, bro. Let's go rogue.
Well, there's plenty of guys.
I know we live in that world where you can't go rogue.
Well, yeah, I can't because I got too much to lose, and I'm too easy of a target, let's say. But there's 100%. Plenty of guys that are doing it kind of. They come in, they undercut you, and just that it's such a low margin business, and people go, well, you charged like $1,100 for a 2-day class. You got to be making some money. I'm like, you should see my insurance bills and permit fees and the time invested and. What I didn't realize is how much time I was spending doing that Monday through Friday.
The bureaucracy side of it.
Oh my God! It blew me away when I stopped doing it.
Stopped and yeah,
and I'm like, oh, I'm not having to fill out these forms, and I'm have to do my quarterly, environmental impact study. What the hell they call it? I don't know, my reviews and, it's just, and I was between, I had to do it not just for California and Nevada, I had to do it for Nevada and California.
Yeah. Cause a lot of this, most of the school was done in California.
We were across the line on the dry lake bed. Yeah. We're just going to drive. Oh,
California don't even know that part of California exists, but they care when it comes to Ciabla de Nero.
There's a whole thing. I like to call him Curly, but it's Kyler. What's Kyler
he's
say?
Got a good comment.
Logan, how are my people skills? Logan, crickets.
He's requoting what we just said.
But yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna. What would you really? They're
throw him a comeback, bro.
Yeah. How are my people
Slam
skills?
Him.
Logan?
He's that guy. He's good with it. He wants to banter.
Okay, Logan. Here's a question for you because we're talking about. Have I talked about my XR600 yet? We'll get to that in a minute. How could I improve my people skills?
No, I don't think you even should. You're a coach.
No, I didn't ask you.
Oh.
There we go.
I mean, you kind of your entire life revolves around other people in situations of journalism, teaching, and I don't think you really changed for it. So I don't know if me saying anything would change it either.
Oh, no. Well, no.
It's pretty answer.
So if you say something, because I listen to what you say, believe it or not, people would say, how can you listen if you're always talking? Therein lies the problem.
Famous quote.
I actually think, when somebody, especially, and I've told this to plenty of people, it's like when you call me a name or say something or whatever, and it's like, that doesn't apply. And it's not going to be an ass. It really doesn't apply. But if you say something that does apply, that strikes a nerve, I take it serious. I go, whoa, why did that make me feel like this? Because I'm the only person that can control my feelings, right? My feelings are mine, and you can try to make me feel a certain way, and if it doesn't work, that probably has more effect on your feelings.
Yes.
And some people are like, well, how, what should you do? Don't have feelings. I don't have much feelings about anything. It's real cut or dry. And even when I'm teaching somebody, I don't care how you feel. I want you to be a better motorcycle rider.
Well, I think you do it the perfectly way. Like I said, you can grab the $1,100 from the guy and then just go to work on helping him become a better rider, not have a Marriott weekend.
Yeah, we're the school.
You know what I mean? And they all, everybody, I've never seen anybody really leave going, that I did need to hear that. They might not want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear that. They watch the YouTube on how to take a turn. They don't want to hear another way because they've figured that out and watch me corner. And well, then they got to hear it.
They're
and then when you kind of bluntly tell them, look, that's not how it's done. Show them how that's not how it's done. It always clicks at the end. It always clicks when they're getting in their car. I've seen it 100 times from everybody who just kind of, I don't want to hear that. Well, we don't want to hear our flaws, but they're at a school. They should want to hear their flaws.
And I know for sure. It's sometimes it's when they kind of
I don't want to hear my flaws.
Sometimes they kind of get back. When they get back, they get to talk to some other people. And they're like, and I'm just paraphrasing. They're like, well, Jimmy was kind of mean, but he told me exactly what. And they're like, yeah, he told me too, and it really made a difference. And and it's like I don't want to say I was mean. I'm just passionate.
You're passionate. You're direct. It's
like I don't want to waste it.
I don't think anybody on this planet knows better than how to teach.
I don't want to waste anybody's time. Yeah, and there's people ask like, hey, well, I know you're not teaching. Like, where should I go? I'm like, I don't know, because what we're teaching is not what you're seeing on the internet, and it's getting better. I kid you not. Like some of the, generally it's kind of funny because Heather always points out to me, look, they're teaching our drill. And I'm like, yeah, but if you'd been doing it for a while, you probably figure out that's what we do. Or usually she goes, yeah, but, and I don't even remember the person. I'm like, yeah, but he came to our school. What, he has a school now? Oh yeah. So,
well, there's no doubt about that.
Okay. So Logan,
it is a form of flattery.
Back to me. Like, what could I do to improve? Just life in general. What the hell is an old guy like me asking some under 21-year-old kid? And if you tell me to stop drinking, I might.
It might be time to get a 9 to 5.
Oh. Nope. Nope. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I'll just do this podcast. Okay, yeah, we're gonna answer your motorcycle and motorcycle product related questions right after I tell my XR600 story. So a guy bought an XR600 that I used to own, and believe Gnarly Dave, Gnar is actually in this story because he bought that bike from me. It was kind of a replica of the Baja bike that Johnny and I won on, and actually had some parts from that bike on it, and it had all the stuff. And I was using it as a rally training bike, and it literally, the brakes were just horrible compared to newer bikes, and I didn't want to kill myself because I'd ride like new KTMs and stuff at the like 525s back then, and like the bike would stop, and this XR600 would not stop, but it had a good motor in it, and it was great plush, big fat seat. It was great for rally training, but I'm like, I got it. So I stopped riding it. It was just sitting in a container, and I don't know, Nar saw it or somebody saw it. He bought it. He was going to fix it up, and since he knows Johnny, like Johnny had all these XR 620 and all the XR parts, and so he was able to get like a good thing going. And then this other guy, he does Nora on the vintage stuff, and it's kind of funny because here I am with names, and I just completely lost his name. I would tell you he's in the Desert MC. So he has the bike, and he's like, hey, I got that bike, and I've known he's had it for a little while because he keeps asking about it. He goes, you got to come by and see this bike because I want you to tell me it has this forks and these forks and those forks and this part and this part. And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to remember all this stuff. But so back to factory bikes and factory
you have
parts.
so many work bikes and parts.
Because there were factory triple clamps for that bike. It has the dual pipe, the twin pipes. It has the there were a couple cylinder heads, and I know we raced with a stock head, not a big fin head. There's some stuff that.
The way you got like unobtainium parts just kicked under benches and stuff that are like no big deal. I just sit there and go, huh. There's no way he gives a shit about it.
No, I do. I know every part. Like
I kind of know you do.
Those firefighters that rode down, they were riding down from Idaho, and they came here because they had a problem with a KTM part. My buddy, that was riding with them, calls me, "Hey, we're doing this. Do you have it?" I'm like, "Yeah, come on by." They came here and they ended up camping out here, and we're just like going through my shop and like, "Oh, you need this? I got one of those. I got this. I got." Yeah. Guy goes, "You would happen to have an XR 600 shock?" And I'm like, "I think I do." And went into the shipping container and like pulled something out and he's like, yeah, it wasn't exactly the right one. It was like a year difference and it was like the reservoir mount. Well, they rode to Vegas. His shock completely blew up and they're like, "Hey, that shock, can we come out and get it?" I actually happened to be going to Vegas to buy a truck, so I brought a shock in. So yeah.
No, it's.
What is Jimmy Cromwell?
Can you recommend a long-lasting rear tire for an FE 501 that is DOT but will also work well for single-track woods riding? If
you say long-lasting, then I say Pirelli MT21. That tire lasts so long and is the consistency stays the same. I could have my buddy Dave Donatoni come on here, and you can. There is documented history of me back at Dirt Rider magazine claiming what I'm telling you right now and telling you MT21, DOT, long lasting, and it does okay at single track woods riding. Go with the 90 if you're going to match the front. Go with the 90 like I just were talking about earlier in the show. But that's what I'm going to say right now. I will also paraphrase that with Pirelli does support me and help me out with my tire needs. So take that for what it's worth. But I have a set mounted on my bikes. I don't need DOT, so I go with the mid-hard MX32 is what I'm going with on most of my bikes right now. And then I'm running where their tires are insane, and I have broken ribs because of it. I'm running the rally tires on my Tenere, and when I rode one of my old KTMs that had another brand of tires that aren't as good, the bike started doing something funny, and I forgot what I was on, and I asked the bike to do something, and it told me no because of the tires, and I totally 100% know that I crashed because of the tires, not because of my riding skill or anything else, and I had broken ribs from it. Thanks to Pirelli. This show is also brought to you by Yamaha and Climb. I'm underneath my
do all your 501s with plates out there have DOT tires on there? I know.
No.
I didn't think so.
Most of those plates are non-opt right now.
No, I know, but you still ride them on the streets and shit. And
yeah. We can ride dirt bikes down the street here in Valley of the Dirt People, Pahrump. Well, welcome to everybody from Pahrump, by the way.
Yeah.
Next question.
Sutek asks, I have a question about SKF mud scrapers. Recently installed them on a 4-month-old Beta 300X Pro, and after a day of riding, both seals are leaking. Should I not use them when it's dry?
SKF mud scraper. So that's the pre-seal, correct? Is what you're calling the dust seal? We call it a dust seal. Or do you actually have something that's a specific mud scraper? I don't know. But I think we call that the dust seal. So tell you a couple things. If you, so did you replace the seals and the scraper? I suspect you would. If you're going to do one, you would probably do both.
I always do both.
Yeah, you do both. I
don't know if that's the Sax forks. I think I don't think they come with.
No, the X Pro has the Kayaba stuff.
Oh, that's the
Beta X Pro. Yeah. So that's the if you replaced them, most people, if a good suspension guy always takes like a soft cloth and runs it on the fork
On the
leg, because
lathe, yeah.
generally, so two things cause seals to go bad, and it's the seal wearing out, which is very, very rare, or nicks. It's like little rock nicks and dings in the slider. So you want to check for that. If you take like a really soft like a microfiber cloth and run it up and down on the fork, you will feel any nicks. Or you can I'll run my fingernail up and down. You can usually see them. So, check for those nicks, because that's what's going to cause your seal to leak. Like mud, like if you allow dirt to dry on the fork slider, or sometimes I see this happen on dual sport bikes. You ride through the mud and stuff when you're using your stroke, but then the bottom third of the thing stays muddy, and then you go on a section and it dries out.
It glues onto it.
And it glues onto it, and then you run that up and it gets up into the seal. And the mud scraper is tight enough tolerance, it's supposed to break some of that stuff off, but it's not that tight of a tolerance where the seal is really clamping on that sucker, and it starts. It generally breaks it off, but sometimes the constant, of that mud getting rammed up into that slider can be bad. But more likely than not, it's like a nick or a ding that you didn't identify from the first time. Like,
as I say, he's got a 4-month-old bike, so it's a new bike, and it sounds like he's on his
why would
second
you put them? Would you put them on?
He must have lost the seal to put him on there.
Yeah, because the seal was bad, or you just put them on to put them on. That's the interesting thing. That's my question. Is like, if it was leaking, did you identify the problem of the leak, and did the mud scrapers make it happen, or dust seals is what we like to call them. So get back to us on that, SUTEC, and we'll keep going. I got questions from our YouTube videos, by the way. So if you're listening to the show, if you're watching the show, we're close to 25,000
Clinks on YouTube,
followers on YouTube. So if you want to help us get to more than that, please hit the subscribe button. It's really not that hard to do. You just have to move your thumb or finger or your remote control or something like that. Take a second out of your life, like I've taken 2 hours out of mine. Although I do like hanging out here with Logan and Jimmy.
We enjoy
and talking about dirt bikes. This is my penance for all of the fun times that I've had on dirt bikes. This is what I do. Oh wait, C-Tech came back with a thing. Saxforth.
Yeah, I thought so.
Mud scraper is in addition to the dust seal. I don't
Google that.
Yeah,
I think it's that.
You did? What do you got, Logan? Are we gonna have to watch some video? It's a thing that clips on.
I think it clips on there. It says, is it green?
Yeah, I think you do have to take off you have to take the fork apart.
Oh, you do.
So,
but it's the green.
If it's two pieces,
split.
you wouldn't
It's
have
split.
to. You wouldn't have to take it off.
It's the green thing, son. I don't think.
all the videos on how to put them on.
Honestly, I think on the Sax forks, I think you just put.
I wouldn't
blank on the name. The SK. What's the good seals?
SKF.
SKF sales. They don't come with them like the KYBs do.
Yeah.
But if you put just put, that would be my suggestion as a non-expert.
I never put anything. Never put anything additional on my bike because of mud. We just ran it, and I will tell you that if you're riding in a lot of mud, you do have to clean out underneath the dust seal. You have to pop that out because it'll pack up inside there. I think it's probably just a harder piece that slides on it. Maybe it's something that they found that works. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
and I think if you just put like some SKF seals in that, you'd probably be over all that problem.
Maybe the seals, both seals were leaking. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that those could cause. I'm thinking about, could they cause the fork seals?
I think they were designed to do exactly what you're talking about. The dried piece of caked mud that's glued on there.
Scrape it off.
It's to knock it off before the dust seal, because they're not really good at knocking off dried mud.
So how would that be different than a dust seal I
It's
mean,
more of a
like
hard
as far
part that
as
hits it,
as
rather
far
than
as
a-
making the seal leak or encouraging the seal to leak.
Well, I think it's not doing its. Well, I don't think it would make it leak. I think it's maybe just not doing its job as
As good as a dust seal? Yeah, I don't know. This is a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, if for a company like SKF
I think
that does high quality shit, for them to decide to make something like
they're
that,
not a gimmick company.
Yeah, exactly. It would have to. And I don't ride enough in the mud, in all honesty, to know much about this. Like I said,
wish we could. But
I don't change anything.
exist.
I'm going to go back to just stock is best, but there are ways to improve stock. In if so maybe I don't know. Maybe some suspension tuner that's paying attention right now might have an answer for me. Or if you're listening to this in the future, you can leave a comment or email me at jimmy@dirtbiketest.com. You email me and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about and you want to educate me, and I will give you all the credit in the world because I like to learn. Logan, how can I be a better person? Should I pour myself a drink while you think about this?
Sure.
I keep on staring at your dad's like beer that he didn't get one for me.
No, I did.
That was for me.
Yeah. And then you went and got your own, but I don't.
No, mine's on low. I have a low tide situation over here.
Well, housekeeping's on it.
Okay, back to Logan. It's really hard saying stuff like this when the person's sitting right next to you. And you know I got to.
No, that's not really the worry.
You got to. You know I got a pretty decent right hook.
Yeah. But
We're gonna go.
Road racer, not as good.
Okay, Sutek says it didn't start leaking until I messed with it. Thanks, guys. Back to my. If there's a put a marker on this, like if I say this all the time. If something goes wrong with your motorcycle, what was the last thing you did to it? Mm-hmm. Just that's kind of a good starting point. Not to point out anything, bad. But, it's like we all learn, and I've been doing it for long enough to where I can say that now with confidence that generally when I screw something up, it was the last thing I did to the bike. Okay, we're gonna go. So like us or subscribe to us on the YouTubes. That's important right now. But it doesn't matter because the AI is going to be analyzing our YouTube videos, and you won't have to listen to all this crap anymore, unless you're on a really long drive and you're bored as hell. Okay, Logan, I'm gonna go backwards down to 2 weeks ago because I haven't done the show for a while, and then we're gonna.
I have my answer for how to make you better.
Oh, you do? You thought about this?
Yeah.
Okay, hold the horses. Hold on, wait 1 second. Hold on.
The more you know.
Yeah.
So, you used to have this school, and every time I rode with you, it was almost impossible to see you have your grip touch the ground. The last 2 times I've ridden with you, you have hit the ground.
Correct.
So
today that was me trying to be better than I am, and that's 100% on me. The time before, was it in the sand wash where I nerfed? We were in that little tiny sand wash, and I kind of nerfed it in.
Yeah.
Was that the only time I crashed?
Mm-hmm. I'd go to say there's 2 other mistakes that could have led to them, but there's the tree, and then
when you put it in the tree.
Fence.
Oh,
that was the most Jimmy Lewis like thing I've ever seen.
You were laughing. Yeah, I hadn't even come to a stop, and I heard you laughing. Yeah, that was that. But I had a pretty good. I right away blamed it on something else, didn't I?
Yeah, the Excuse-a-tron came out,
and then you tried to hop on other bikes, and then.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been crashing a little bit. What
Maybe don't break out the Excuse-a-tron so quick. And
if I had less of an Excuse-a-tron, I'd be a better person.
Possibly.
If I just owned it.
Possibly.
As a professional racing rider.
Yeah.
And by the way, I made money racing last year, so I can say this.
Yeah.
that's your first go to because you never. I'm winding up the Excusatron right now pretty hard. You should just give me a little teeny tiny violin that I can play along with this. You never take ownership of it. You always blame the equipment.
No. It's an absolute fact from any sports psychologist will tell you this. Go watch a pro golfer miss a putt. And he'll go tap on a bump in the green that isn't even there and blame that. He cannot swallow the fact that it was him. And that is what you make a pro level athlete. It's in the sports psychology handbook 101.
Yeah. Well, I totally
and it's true. That's how it works.
I totally agree.
You cannot believe in yourself. You cannot. You have to believe in yourself.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to help me.
But you're not pro racing. You're not pro racing anymore. So
I'm not.
Well, no, you are. Yeah, you podiumed the national last year. That's fact.
Yeah, and I got a check.
I got a check,
and I got paid to race motorcycles. So that makes me.
Yeah.
Well, I get paid to ride a lot too, but not like for racing stuff. Yeah,
it's different deal.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's the competition that you gotta.
Yeah, there's a lot of idiosyncrasies, but I'll take that into consideration, Logan. I will. But I owned up to the I think just a minute ago I owned up to the crash today. I said I was trying to be something I wasn't.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but when we were there, what did I blame?
Blame the we probably can't say that one, but
yeah. What did I blame?
The tire wearing out or yourself?
No, the tires.
Yeah.
No, at the crash today. I said like right now I said I was going too fast, but when I said what happened, what did I say? Tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I'm not a fan of these tires.
Yeah, you wanted to see what tire was.
Yeah. I had to ask.
And I will admit you were on record before today saying that about those very same tires.
Yeah, I don't have a good they don't like the way I ride.
Yeah.
Those tires do not like me, and I don't like those tires.
And they come on 80% of the new bikes.
A lot of bikes. Yeah. So I'm telling you right now, Dunlop is not going to be a sponsor of this show.
They're probably not going to sign up anytime soon.
Hey, they're good tires. I know this because most people really, really like them.
They must. They wouldn't put them on every new bike on the floor.
Yeah, they're good tires. They win all the races and the supercrosses and stuff like that. But just for what I like for feel, they don't have it. And then I don't feel that their traction where I like to. Straight line is good. Yeah, there's a lot better at braking. There's certain criteria that most people don't think about. There's a turn angle I'm really particular with. I like this certain kind of angle or the way it settles into an angle. That's what I like about a certain tire, and it's a yes or no for me. I can feel it, and then like I talk about slowing down brakes all the time, is that's where I feel like I'm able to make up time, and it's about safety. I'm really particular about braking feel. And those are two things that Dunlop is a different leaning angle than me. It's like if I lean it over more than I'm comfortable with, they seem to work pretty good. And if I don't lean it over as much, they seem to have a sweet spot there. But I want to lean over just a little bit more so I can carry more speed. And yeah. So there's the Excusatron, Logan. I'll work on this. I'll try to be better for you. What is one wise Dre?
This is on the.
What video is it? Yeah,
2026 CRF 450 RX compared to a 2007 CRF 450R video in YouTube. A lot of talking going on, but you guys aren't really saying anything.
That's 2 weeks ago. Today we're talking and saying nothing either. But
we're trying to keep it alive here. Trevor, you need to fix this. That's Trevor's problem. That's Trevor's video.
Oh, this is about a video.
Yeah, it's talking about the video, the 2026
Trevor's
450
videos
RX.
are fantastic.
It's kind of an interesting video. So Trevor I actually have it queued up. I could actually play it. But you rather listen to us donkeys talk. He took one of his old buddies who has an old Honda and he put him on a brand new Honda, and the guy talks about it. So this is an interesting thing for people that are riding. How many? 20.
I missed this video, but
18-year-old bikes. Yeah, but they're not saying anything. So great, thanks, Trevor.
Not trying to.
What is the best motorcycle ever made? 2025 Gas 300 EX review.
Pono Go 3E says more than less stock trim, just comfortable of the rider's choice, but that's mostly stock. That's why they're so expensive. They already came with expensive parts.
What is he trying to say there? Can you summarize that, or would you like to try to read that again?
What?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
There's a lot of capitals and a lot of weird spots.
And without a comma.
Right. It's almost like a title, the way he wrote that.
Commas are not that hard to do, or periods. They're easier to do than capitals.
Yeah. Right. That to me reeks of someone that just took a big old bong rip right before they watched the video and then had to say something. But then we have this show.
Yeah.
Okay.
They just don't do bong rips.
Same video. What is Limitada want to say?
The Honda video. My lap times are identical between my 25 CRF 450 and my 08 CRF 450. Other than EFI and the button tuning B&G, not huge improvement.
Oh, well, those are two huge improvements if you ask me.
08 to 25.
Which, when I read that, when I look at that question, it's like my lap times are identical. But other than I don't have to kick it in electronic fuel injection, I'm like, well, I guess that means that your lap time is the only thing that's important to you.
But
because that's not what's important to me when it comes to riding a dirt bike as much as the reliability and not having to kick the goddamn thing.
I never want to kickstart another motorcycle as long as I live. I rode my... Huh?
What did you do today?
I kickstarted my YZ125.
Okay.
Even worse than that, you offered me...
I kickstarted a Husaberg 650. I got to tell you that story, too.
I was going to say, you offered me, hey, do you want to ride that bike right there? And I went, it's a left side kick 650.
And the battery...
I don't stand a chance of starting that bike. It's going to be a fun push.
Oh, it doesn't push start.
I wouldn't think so.
No, so...
But it's going to be a fun tow to your play yard.
Okay, so
I'm like, no, that bike is useless to me. So I cannot kickstart a left side kick 650.
I caressed and massaged that bike to get it running again. I took the carb all apart and put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, and I tuned I got everything all nice, and because my buddy Ray bought it from me, then he kind of gave it back to me. Mm-hmm. He forced me to buy it back from him. It was like a lemon program or something. It is colored like a lemon, by the way. But not to go on too much of a rant here, but let me tell you about Husabergs. Are you ready for this? They're the most torque spewing, horsepower oozing, like the power of these bikes is amazing. Like when you roll the throttle on, the front wheel just goes to the sky. You've got to be careful with them. There's just I shot a video on, it was like my Instagram account or something today of that bike idling, and it makes so much power, it backs itself out of the garage.
I saw that.
It moves itself out of the garage because it wants to go riding. It wants to show you how much power it is. But, and this is a big but, those guys, they must have had factory mechanics that liked working on bikes as much as I like riding them.
Yes.
Because you do not ever, under any circumstances, want to have to work on a Husaberg. Because God knows the guy that designed that thing also played with Rubik's Cubes or something like that and said, I'm going to make the carburetor so hard to get in this frame that you'd have to know how to solve a Rubik's Cube to do it. But anyway, so I spent a lot of time working on my Husaberg, and it wasn't fun. And it's not fun on any of them. Not one that I've ever
Very
owned.
Generous offer you offered me, but I declined.
Because I wanted you to just... So
I know. Jimmy, I bowed out and said, I simply will not be able to kick that bike.
My new rule is you have to work on you have to work on my Husaberg before you can ride the Husaberg and then decide.
And I've read the other one with the slant motor, and you're right. That thing is a motor from heaven. It is ridiculous, and I'm nowhere near good enough to use that motor for anything close to it.
So I got it all together, and put a new battery in it so it would almost start. the battery does not have enough power to turn the motor over. That's how much compression, how much.
And I'm supposed to do that with my left leg.
You gotta kind of. It's back when it wasn't really electric start. It was kind of like a electric start assist to your left hand kick, and they would start. And I figured since I cleaned it all up, it'd start right up. But it kind of started right up when it was cold, but then it got hot and it was kind of funky, and it was idling. And I was really careful about, like, I put an adjustable fuel screw on this thing so I could tune it, but I was tuning it and it wasn't making any difference. I'm like, what the hell? But I'm like, I want to go ride it. So I went and rode it, and then it stalled at the gas station. Well, I stopped it at the gas station. Then I kicked and I kicked and I kicked. And I finally got started. I'm like, well, maybe it's just like, maybe it was a little bit of bad gas, but I did clean the tank out and put new gas in it. I'm like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Went and rode it, went to my sandhill track. Got it by 5 turns in, stalled it.
So now you're kicking it on some angle in the sand.
Kicking. Got it to start, and like, okay, I'm just gonna go ride regular, higher speed stuff. I turned the idle up so it wouldn't stall so easy because I was playing with the idle a little bit. I'm just going. This thing's usually it's the 08, 07, 08. It's the one built in the KTM factory. It has the pumper carb on it. It's the 650. It's just, it makes, like, I cannot tell you, like, the power, the torque when you roll that throttle on it, like, your eyes get pushed back into your skull sockets, and my wrists aren't that good, and I'm thinking that
thing is ridiculous.
It's going to tear my hands off the handlebars. You should really ride one of these if you ever get a chance. But it stalled again.
Yeah, but it comes at a price. And, according to Matata, that price is no big deal.
And so
carburetors, he likes cleaning them.
And the way I was getting to start,
he likes kicking them.
The way I was getting to start it is I was using the hot start button, and it was working. It has a hot start button. But when I was going to turn the hot start button off, because you have to pull the Kickstarter out, and you got to put your fingers where you could get burned on the exhaust pipe, and I reached up and I go, that's the choke lever. I'm going to push on it. I shut the choke off. And the bike idled right back down into a nice, perfect idle. And it was so amazing. And I felt like so stupid that I've been riding my bike around for the last 30 to 40 minutes. And I actually came back to the house.
You had the choke on?
The whole stinking time.
See, this is things you don't got to worry about, fuel injection, but that's hard to believe, Jimbo.
Yeah, well,
that is, and you are that is unlike you, my friend.
It took a little. Sometimes it's the simple things. Hold on.
Don't got no gas in it.
Yeah. So
got no gas
turn your choke off after your bike warms up or whatever the hell it is. So yeah, so it's on me.
125 out of the rafters today, and it
started up on two kicks.
No, before you started it, you went through this procedure that I'm like, why is he not kicking it? And then he went, ta-da, and I was like, oh my god, that whatever you did there before that, I'm like, that thing came out of the rafters, had an inch of dust on it.
It still has an inch of dust on it.
Well, I know,
because I didn't grenade it into the ground like I did on the. The 2026 Yamaha
pretty
YZ250
cool. You knew how to do
FX.
every silly procedure that average folk don't know.
Yep.
Like, it's over there laying in the ground. Just leave it there for a minute. It needs to lay over there. Okay.
Well, I was trying to get the bad gas out of the carburetor. I have not ridden that bike for over a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's been there for a while. It's right next to a couple other bikes that really need to come out of the dust bin.
But somehow you knew exactly how to start it when it had been sitting for a year. That was
I know exactly how to start that Husaberg too. You take the carb off, you clean everything else, you put it back on, massage all the
Do you kick it with your
parts.
right leg off the side of it, or no?
Either way, I'm ambidextrous when it comes to that.
Good God.
Okay, so La Mentada, you do you with your old bikes. I don't want to ever kick a bike, and I never want to take another carburetor apart.
No, right there with you, buddy. That is worth.
Okay, what does Shizzle Delot say?
For the Honda video, 07 to 08 is and always will be the best Honda 4-stroke ever made.
This is coming from someone who has not ridden a new bike. What does
I was going to say, that's crazy.
Bike a Leaf want?
That is an absolute crazy statement.
100%. I want more 07, 08 content.
why don't you just get in a time machine? Oh, I'll tell you how to get 07, 08 content. Search it on Google. I work at Dirt Rider. Go get old Dirt Rider magazines that I used to curate as the editor-in-chief or whatever the heck I was. Like, they go read a magazine. Okay, hold on. There's live.
What is it with that bike?
With the
everybody
07,
swears by that.
It's right before Honda went to fuel injection on the 450.
Yes,
on
I know.
the
They
450.
went 09, right?
09. Everybody hated. I love that bike. Because that bike turned really good. I think that's something me and Andrew Short have in common. I think we really like that bike. Everybody else in the world hated it. I think we picked it as the motocross. It won our motocross shootout.
Yeah.
Obviously, I completely fudged the results
But
to
even
make
if
it win.
the 09 sucked, we're on to 2026, folks.
Yeah.
Even if you thought the 09 sucked, do you think?
What does Mikey Burt want to say?
Let's ride those bikes, Jimmy. We can open them wide.
Well, Mikey, you have a bad knee. I saw it. Well, actually, he ripped my TTR 125 at the kids track up here in Pahrump.
He did.
I don't know if anybody was taking lap times, but it'd be close. But he doesn't. He probably has no idea that I am the. I don't like talking about myself, but this is important. I was the 7-time world backyard supercross champion. Yeah. So he did like that mini bike riding stuff on small tracks. He tried to open the track up. He's our track builder up there. He's good.
Is he local guy?
He opened it up. He made some jumps. He's got some jumps and stuff. He's trying to get it more his style. But if it was that little tight turn track, I got him covered. Now I don't know. It's going to be
your
close.
Costa Mesa track is. I saw that thing. There is no way your average dude is riding that track and making that table talk. There is no way like McGrath in his heyday could probably make that.
I own that track, literally and figuratively. Yeah. We should you guys should have come by and we should drag a 50 back from here. We should get a new TTR 50 and just take it there. And we just do lap times. We used to have like 7 or 8 guys.
There's no way I could carve that track like it's designed to be built.
So good.
I know, it's cool. It's a cool track.
Devil's Humble track. 71.
Can't you install a compression release kit on a Husa like the ones some high performance Harleys have?
It has one.
It's got a little.
That's the only way you're going to get it past top dead center. No, it has a little lever. Above the brake reservoir. It's a little tiny lever that you pull on, and you use it to get it right past top dead center. And if you push the starter, it goes, and you have to pull it, and you can hold the starter, and you can let it go, and maybe try to time it with the starter. There are times when it's warm, it will start with the starter, but you only have like 2 shots. Or it runs the battery down. But yes, it comes stock. The Husaberg had to have a compression release because it has so much massive compression. You're right. The
that Devil's is a man's bike.
Rumble. Okay, what does Dave Donlan want to know?
I remember when you started my Husaberg 450 in the back of my truck a few years back, all electric for me.
Yeah, Dave Donnelly. I've run into this guy out in the middle of the desert. He's got a Husaberg 450 in the back of his truck, and I don't remember whether he couldn't start it. He's like, why aren't you riding? He's like, I can't start it. And I hopped up there, and I go, and I started it right up. That's only a 450, Dave. You need to talk about 650, a whole different. They had 450. They had 501. That's for teenagers, but men had 650s, and it's because that kind of power is not allowed to be bestowed upon children.
The average folk.
Yeah, you've got to be careful. Logan, have you ever ridden my Husaberg 650?
You've never let me touch any of your Husabergs.
Right, because you're a child. It's like
I ride it.
You're sitting right next to alcohol. Did were you serving us? That's illegal.
Yes.
Damn it! You're gonna get us in trouble. YouTube's gonna violate us or something like that. Can I have another one? By the way, Jimmy's Motopolar. Is that what we're calling this, Chris? Thank you.
That's a good name.
Yeah. No, it's called Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, where we answer your motorcycle and mocycle product related questions.
I think he's talking about your
the shop.
Yeah.
Everything in it's. There's a shop there so that I can keep my shit running and go riding on it all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, Mikey made a smiley emoji and he's happy, but he has no idea that he just lit a fire underneath my ass, and I'm gonna start working on my mini bike riding skills again. Like I'm working on Carson Brown right now. Carson has no idea what I have for him. Like
I know you're big good buddies with his dad.
Like there's a long Carson Brown story. Like I love telling everybody my first memory of Carson Brown was him crying like a little baby, because he was a little baby, because he went to the race at the Orleans Arena and he couldn't ride all the time. He could only ride during his practice session. So he's like riding out in the parking lot. The kid wanted to ride so bad. I love that kid was just fiending to ride. He was out of control. His dad's dad's got like 10 factory bikes for all their sponsored riders and stuff like that. And Carson just wants it. He's like, it explodes. And so everything he does now is just because that's the way
that's still there.
He has that drive and desire, and the success that he's had. I'm so stoked for that kid, because
such a fantastic follow.
Yeah, he's a great follow. Follow Carson Brown right after you subscribe, send us money on YouTube's or whatever. No, just subscribe.
Dude knows how to have fun on a bike.
Yeah, and he rips everything. And
dude, his Goldwing videos are next level.
I've never seen him on a Goldwing. He's done Goldwing.
Oh, he's riding a Goldwing around.
I see him riding those
his
big
little
scooters.
weed track.
Yeah.
Oh no, he is flogging a Goldwing out there, and it's god dang impressive.
Terra Destroyer 1X61. What?
You sure you don't want this?
Well, it's on the thing. I'm pretty sure that this is.
Oh, this guy's always here. He's actually I remember the skeleton face.
Really?
Yeah, no, he's always chimes in.
We better get it before it goes away.
I don't think he's a bot, man.
What does he say? Oh, you.
I think it's low key. It's Victor or somebody with an alt ego.
I think he has it. I think he has it cut off. I mean, because I think I've answered this question before. But go ahead, Logan. Help me.
My boyfriend's testicles were bitten off by a camel recently. Should I marry him when he wakes up from his coma, or marry his identical twin brother whose testicles are in pretty good shape?
I have a question, Terra Destroyer, and you need to answer this. Did this happen in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that's. I can't answer this until I know this, because there's laws about this. Devil's Humble said,
I think he used all of the right punctuations too.
Yeah,
well, that's why it was so easy for you to write. He has this cut and pasted. He goes to everybody's live feed and just drops these things in here because he wants somebody to answer. And he's got another one down here. He's got another question later. We'll answer all of his questions, but he has to answer my question. Did this happen in Saudi Arabia? Terra Destroyer.
Simple question.
Devil's Rumble 71.
I will buy you some shits at Romero's.
I don't want anybody's shit.
Romero's if I can't start the Husa next time I visit. I am Kuros.
Yeah. Well, I don't want your shit. If you want to buy me some shirts at Romero's,
shots.
I'll take.
His next thing says shots, not
shots.
shits.
Shots, not shits. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty cool challenge. Okay. You know what? I'll sponsor this event.
Well,
I will. I will buy his drinks.
So
if he starts that fricker, and if not, he's buying my drinks.
Well, I'll ride it there.
So it's warm. And not. Yeah. No, the carbs cleaned.
Okay.
I will. I mean, that's a bold statement, Cotton.
For sure. And we are going to do our tequila podcast at Romero's. I told.
Let's get him down there.
I told him we were going to do it on this month.
And I hope I lose.
I'm not ready.
He'd be a better man than me. I truly hope I lose and buy him a shot.
Okay, what is... So we're not going to answer... Let's see. We're not going to answer Turo Destroyer's second question until he answers our first one.
Yeah, no, he's on block.
The place for massaging carbs? Is that Romero's?
I think that's right outside.
I think that's your ultrasonic tank.
Ultrasonic tank. I don't want to ever work on carburetors. That's the problem. Is that most of the work I have to do involves working on carburetors, because everything else works fine.
It just works.
My Christini needs some carb work, and good God, if you think it's hard to get a carburetor,
You still got a Christini back there?
Yeah.
Two?
I have two, actually, technically. But the Honda 250X Christini, that carburetor is really hard to get out. It makes the Husaberg kind of easy. because it's a Honda with a carburetor in an aluminum frame with an all-wheel drive system.
Yeah,
That's special.
a Honda car is pretty hard to get out.
And yes, Carson Brown on the XR600R was crazy, and the Golding was I haven't followed all of the. I don't see all of them. I just kind of because I don't look at the Insta tubes or whatever as much as probably I shouldn't. I tend to treat it a little bit more like toilet.
His Goldwing stuff is god dang impressive. We all know what those bikes are.
Because there's a couple.
I mean, he's riding it on a mini bike, a mini supercross track.
When I watch him do that stuff, I fear for I don't want him to get hurt.
Oh no, that thing has a Tommy tip over your tip fib's gun.
Yeah, and then I think back, I'm like, well, people thought I was when I was doing stupid shit, but it was like I was doing it on mini bikes, not. Well, I guess I rode BMWs before you're supposed to ride them in the dirt. We actually had to Photoshop. So before I was a Dakar guy, I took our BMW GS at Cycle World Magazine, and we were at Carlsbad Raceway doing we're doing all the drag strip numbers for it. And I took it, and there was these kind of terrace things, and I jumped it, and the photographer was like, "Oh my God, can I get a photo of you doing that?" I'm like, "I don't care." So I went and jumped a BMW GS, and it was a pretty good jump. Not Carson Brown style by any means, but he shot the photo, and then they saw it at the magazine. I was just a shop boy, kind of the off-road editor shop boy, and they're like, "Holy shit, what'd you do?" Because like they liked this rad action on this BMW GS, and it's like, why the fuck weren't you wearing boots? Like, because I wasn't supposed to ride that day. I was the guy driving the box van down with all the bikes in it to run them at the drag strip. I didn't have any gear, so I just went and I just goofing around, and they're like, so they actually photoshopped a set of boots. But before there was Photoshop, they drew a set of boots on the stinking photo of this because it was such a bitchin' photo. I guess I don't know.
That's cool.
It wasn't really that rad.
Nobody thought about doing it, is what it was. That's called innovation.
Yeah. So. I don't like to talk about myself. Let's go back to our YouTube questions and see what else.
More about 08 Hondas.
Okay, here we go. This is Adam's. Oh shit! What did I just push?
I don't think it.
I think this one right there. This right here. Adams 07.
This is about the Honda. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious about how a guy that rides a 350 XCF would feel on this bike. I'm 5'11" and around 170 with gear on. I have several different bikes that I ride, and the 24 350 EXCF has been one of my favorites. I've been curious about adding a Honda to my collection, and I'm wondering if I could make the power of the Honda 450 RX feel close to my 350. You guys are awesome. Love the videos.
Oh, thanks. If they say we're awesome, we answer the question all the time. That's the number one thing. So and he says adding a different bike to his collection. This is really important here because if you are a one bike guy, you should just buy a Yamaha. By the way, Yamaha sponsors this show. But a 350 XCF, I wish Yamaha made one of those. I really, and they probably are sick and tired of hearing everybody, because if that 250F we rode today was a 350,
agreed.
How insane was that? We should probably talk about what we rode today, but Logan's yawning. You have to get, what time do you got to be at work tomorrow morning?
5:30.
Doesn't matter.
I should get a 9 to 5, huh?
Yeah.
9. I could see. So you're going to get work. I'll be up by 9 working.
Or 5 to 9.
5 to 9. No, that's a lot of hours, bro.
Yeah,
at your age, you can do that. You should pull that. That's why you need to have a second job.
We don't try to do that many hours.
Hey, if anybody wants to be a mechanic down at Gene Wood's racing experience in fabulous Las Vegas down on the Strip, reach out or check my Insta face posts or something. And Hot Shoe Hall of Fame coming up. Back to the 350 XCF. So, yes, the 350 XCF is the best kind of all-around bike that'll do everything all the time. and you're wondering how you would feel on the Honda, it's just gonna be big.
Victor sent me that.
What the hell did he send
It's a
that?
compression relief
On a spark plug.
on the spark plug.
Oh.
Man, there are some really smart people out there. I know exactly. That's a brilliant idea. If I was a better event or a producer or promoter.
I'm guessing that's what it is.
No, I know. I can see the slot going up the side.
You can see it.
I can see it. I know exactly how that thing works.
I can do the math on it.
That is a brilliant idea. Compression release on a spark plug. So yeah, 350. If you're the guy that has a 350,
Why would you want a Honda
450 RX feel close to my 350? So Red Moto makes a 400. They take a CRF 450 and they make it into a 400, and that's probably the way to go. And 400 4-strokes, I don't know why it's like 200 2-strokes used to be. They're just a really ideal size to where it has enough power and torque, but it doesn't affect the weight feel. And 450s just go over the line, where 350 has that light.
That's why I ride a 400, man.
Yeah, you're right. Well, you're riding a Beta. Huh? Shout out to our friend Gary, Sportsman Cycle.
Yeah,
Beta. Am I sponsored yet? Did I get? The whole show I threw him plugs.
Yeah.
Did you tell him about that?
I did. He enjoyed it.
He enjoyed it. Okay. When's he coming back?
I should drag him back here, huh?
We should get a Beta test bike.
I don't even know if he likes dirt bikes anymore. He's such a trials guy.
Trials.
Oh,
he's a left side kick guy now.
The Betas have left side kick?
Yeah.
The trials bikes? What trials bike do you have?
Betas.
Oh, okay. My buddies up in Mammoth all have gases now. We should have a trials war. I don't know how you do that.
I don't either,
cool.
but they're kind of silly and fun. They're fun.
You don't race them, so you might actually like them.
No, I'm a professional racer, dude.
They're competitions.
No, I think your sponsor's sending you a trials event here soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In your backyard?
Yeah, no.
That can happen.
You saw Logan's
death
I call
ramp.
It's his
The death step up? What do you call it?
liability ramp. He's like trying to get me sued. Logan builds this crazy death ramp in the backyard.
Let's see if we have any other good questions on this thing here. We have a Gas EC450F versus KTM 450F comparison. And what does DKDY, Dilly Kelly want to know?
Thanks for these reviews. Do you think the Husky FE 450 with the other forks would be even better than the Gas EC 450?
The FE and the Gas, man, what year was that one done? That video? So there was a place where KTM went from adjusters on both forks to single-sided adjusters, and then they upped it to a cartridge fork. And so I'm not sure which one has which. I'm just going to break it down. They all work the same. For most people, if you switch them blindly, they would not be able to tell a difference between all three of those forks for the most part. Most people, if you actually you might feel some stuff, but not the subtleties. And I promise you, if you rode those three forks and you came back and you said, oh, this one does this, I could actually change the clickers or maybe add a little bit of oil, and I could get that fork to work better than the other ones. Whether it's closed cartridge, which is more complicated, more parts, or it's the two adjusters, which seem to have a little bit more range, or the single ones that were actually really good. I'm still running those forks, the separate side chambers, on a few of my bikes, and I don't change them. I set them up, and they're good. So I don't know if it'd be better than the gas. I think there's some other stuff on the gas. Between KTM and gas and Husky, there's a little bit of different parts, whether it's the brake components or the clutch components, or kind of some of the stuff in the chassis. Because you have a gas,
yeah,
and you have the we'll call it the open chamber forks.
Yeah, open chambers.
And it seems to work just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you get to ride a lot of different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You rode my Yamaha, the 26 YZ250FX today.
Yeah.
And you wanted to valve the forks.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the high-end Kayaba, the best forks in the world, according to everybody.
The Triple S fork. Yeah.
And by the way, I like the Yamaha forks. I really, really do.
They just felt very close to motocross.
Yeah, that's why it's an FX, not an EC or a WR. Even the WR Yamahas feel a little bit more moto-y than what your gas feels.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So Trevor did the Big Bear, and he's getting a what?
Congrats on the top 10 finish. I am an experienced vet rider and have had my 21 KLX 300 since new. Sold my KTM 500 soon after buying it. KLX not starting at 1520 is due to the tip over sensor requiring a key cycle to restart Know Your Machine.
Oh.
Well, here's
know your 42 machines that you ride a week.
Well, here's the thing. The Big Bear hard run is not a race. It's like Trevor didn't get a paycheck for his top 10 finish. It's a dual sport ride. And so all you guys that think dual sport races exist, you're lost. So, yeah, your experience. Okay.
So you got to cycle the key if the tip over sensor's been activated.
Right. But these guys, they're professional.
Does he know how many bikes Trevor rides? And
they're professional racers that never ride anything with a key.
No, I was going to say, the guy hasn't really studied a bike with a key.
Yeah.
He's a top-level racer.
Trevor needs to learn things. I never give him a hard time.
No, I know you're so chill with him.
Yeah. Hey, didn't you work on this video here? The 22 Honda C. So he has a question. You can answer it. I'll ask the question. Kenneth Carroll says, is this a good choice for a novice 50-year-old with lots of off-road experience, just not on two wheels? He's 6 foot and 200 pounds also. Thanks for any advice. So give him an answer, Logan.
So we had 3 dudes at 5'10" at that time when we tested that. I feel like all 3 of us said that. Because what was the other one we tested? Was it the KLX or was it the Yamaha?
We had an electric bike at the time. We had the KTM Freeride. We had the Kawasaki, I think KLX 230, yeah.
And I think the 230 had more room. But that was a long time ago.
Yeah. But if you don't have a lot of two-wheel experience, they're really good.
Yes, the motor was super easy to get rolling, and clutch was easy, so it was great to get rolling.
Yeah, and this is that style of bike. So the air-cooled 4-stroke motor inside of a bike that's a little bit lower seat height. So we're going to call them play bikes. Mm-hmm. Those are great bikes if you don't have a lot of two-wheel experience. If you have off-road experience, they'll take you any place. I like even when we had the Honda XR150, I was riding that places that like people are like, how'd you get that here? And I'm like, just rode it because they're really, really capable. Is it as capable as a KTM 500 or a Yamaha WR450 or whatever? No, but it will go places because has all the capabilities. Says. What are they talking about? Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. This is episode 266, which pure Jimmy complaining, drinking, and answering your questions.
Joel Arnie 2441 says you only have one viewer.
I dispute that. We had millions. There's millions of people watching that show. Oh, here we go. What does Christian Wolf want to know about the 250R Rally?
Where are you ever riding in 6-gear wide open. To that, I say everywhere I go. I love my 2018 after all the mods, and I still rip every day after years of monthly oil changes and no need for replacement of anything but tires, chains, and sprockets, and brake pads, and anything I broke. After a few spills and flips and loops on hill climbs and chugging it up, rock piles, LOL, and I daily ride it as my main mode of transportation.
I think Christian War is a Honda CRF 250R Rally. He owns the group. He probably runs the big Facebook group. He's just out there trying to make that thing sound really good. I want to know how he looped it out. You'd have to really hold it wide open and really drop the clutch to loop that bike out. Okay, we got some other questions coming back in the let's see what. Wow. Devil's Rumble 71 says Logan still rides his dirt bike with his girlfriend on weird ways. So was that what you were so you went to California like
to do the opposite.
To do to get away from a girl? You didn't want to put your. If anybody doesn't know, this is a story. It's a long running joke where we were out driving. Me and Heather were on bikes, or we're on our UTV or something like that.
UTV.
Yeah, we drove by and there was two guys with they were on their dirt bikes with their girlfriends sitting backwards facing them. And Logan wouldn't. I rode away, and Heather's like, "Wasn't that Logan?" And because I didn't really recognize him, I was driving, I wasn't paying attention, and so we
couldn't
kept,
really spot his style.
we kept.
Well, we weren't moving.
No, they were just sitting there.
Yeah.
They were doing a little smooching. I think we call it. We call it smooching.
Yeah, that's good, eh?
Yeah. Anyways. So you drill him on the show about that. Thanks for bringing that back up.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I forgot all about that.
You should probably do that again. You should probably do that. You could probably do a whole Instagram page about that. That could be your thing. Yeah, you could get monetized and stuff. I'm trying to help you improve your life, okay, Logan?
Okay.
Mikey Burton says,
I want your job. I want Jimmy's job.
no, you don't.
Jimmy's got 42 jobs.
Yeah, which one? Actually, I want someone that wants to clean carburetors and actually produce this stupid show.
No, you got a machine that cleans them. You just need somebody to pull them off and put them on.
Oh, that's a lot of work. Yeah, you say, I need somebody to do. Oh, it's so much fun. You get to hang out in the shop. There's factory parts stuff underneath the shelves.
Yeah, there's shit you've never seen kicked around in there.
Dune Rocket.
What's a 2006 Honda CR 450 with 12 hours original hours worth?
Okay, I'm just going to say this out loud because
I got my number.
I don't have a number, but if your name is Dune Rocket, you just cut the price in half.
Yes,
because it's probably got a paddle tire on it too. And if you know anything,
they almost never made an 06 Honda that they just didn't throw a paddle in.
Yeah.
That was peak Dune era right there.
God, it's like if you see one that has a paddle in the picture, you know it sucks sand. There's guys just trying to get rid of it, and he's too lazy to take the damn tire off. 06 Honda with 12 original hours.
Let me stop right there. The 12 original hours.
How do we know?
That is not quantifiable on that bike.
Unless
it doesn't have a computer where you can check it.
Unless they got the hour meter they just put on 12 hours ago.
Oh, yeah.
After 40 hours of not having the hour meter on there.
They all have low hours vet ridden.
I do with
every 06 Honda on the planet.
All of my bikes. I have bikes out there that have 500 plus hours on them. The hour meter's reading 120. Yeah, that's how long ago I put the piston in because I just I got to track this thing, so I stuck it on there. But
yeah, so no, I'm $3,200 top.
32
if it's mint.
Yeah, ask Johnny. Where's Johnny? He's our used bike
He would
guy.
already start talking you down to $1,500 and throw in a chicken and a sped of snow tires.
Yeah, Devil's Rumble. Yeah, everybody wants my job. You don't want my. The problem is if you get my job, you have to be inside my head, and you don't want to go there. Mm-hmm. It's a crazy
Oh, it
place.
sounds like Mikey Burton knows Gary.
Oh,
Gary was his auto teacher. And
automotive teacher in high school?
it doesn't surprise me with him. It really doesn't.
Okay. We're getting
The
we're
dude is
getting down to
weird,
the Dune Rocket. He's laughing. He actually tried to type an emoji thing, but it didn't work out. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay. What does Chris Brummel want to know?
I acquired a 2004 KTM 950. Runs good, semi-recent oil change, and carb rebuilt. I'll ride it
It's those
a
fucking
bit
carbs.
this spring and then break it down this summer. Anything to look out for before summer?
What does break it down mean? Like, is
Like
that
frame it.
Frame it.
Frame it, I would guess. Or some version of that.
Man,
What does it take to...
So
have you
I
ever
put-
framed an adventure bike?
yeah, I have a KTM 950 in the shop.
I know you do. You got
It-
like the first one ever to hit America.
It's zero. It's number 100, which is 00.
Yeah.
It says it's a KTM 530
And
on
have
the
you framed
registration.
that thing?
Yes,
It has
unfortunately,
to be a massive job.
it's like just like a normal job, but it's like so the carburetors. That's why I just said those carburetors.
takes so
There's
much-
two of them. There's
Yeah, I
two
was
of
gonna
them in
say,
there.
It should have carbs.
Yeah. So how many miles are on it, Chris? That's important because the less miles on it, the less likely I'm to ever want to frame it. I don't know. I had 50,000 miles on mine before. I don't know what. I don't remember. You'd have to maybe read what we put in Cycle World magazine because that's how long ago it was. We talked about kind of the maintenance schedule, and then I bought the bike. And I think we did. I think KTM wanted to see what the motor looked like, and they were going to do a rebuild on it for me. And the cam chain started going. I don't know, something that we needed to have it rebuilt. So KTM volunteered to take the bike back and let one of their dealer techs as a demonstration do a rebuild for all their and then one of the trainings and stuff. And so they did the rebuild and gave me back a basically brand new motor. They put all kinds of new shit in it, lots of new shit, tons, and it was like new cylinders, new everything. Didn't need it, I don't think, other than just needed the cam chains. It came back and it always had a tick, and we couldn't figure out what the tick was. And I tried everything to figure out what, because the valves all checked out in spec, the cam chains were all brand, everything's new. It was a tick, and it was just hard to chase down, but it was a tick. Rode it, and they're like, don't worry about it. It's probably just something. Rode it. Put about another 10, 15,000 miles on it, and then I dropped a valve.
This is a bad valve.
No.
Cam.
There was no shim underneath the bucket on one of the valves. And so, because they evidently they built and rebuilt the motor a lot of times, and they were doing it as a
it's just
demonstration,
R&D stuff.
and didn't, just whoops, and so it went back together, and the shim was not there. It was not in the motor. It just wasn't in there, and it dropped a valve. And it was amazing. The thing ran for like 40 miles on one cylinder. Because it bent the valve up into the head and it locked it up in there. And I was going down the freeway. I know exactly where I was. I ended up pulling over and finally going to a fire station to call like Heather or something to come and get me, because my dad was a fireman. I knew I could go in there, and because pre-cell phone or something. I didn't have a cell phone at the time. I was the last person to get a cell phone.
Those are pretty reliable bikes, though.
Really reliable. So I wouldn't, if you don't need to do anything, I wouldn't do much. What do you break it down? What do you look for? It's 04, so it's carbed. I don't. So there's some rub points, like with the gas tanks. Rebuild the fuel pump. It's a remote fuel pump. Always do a fuel pump. Get a good fuel pump for it. The wiring down by the fuel pump, all the wiring, do that a little bit. Sand all that stuff out, and you'll be good. 27 million people still following the show at this late hour. It's probably because
And we didn't even talk about the FX. today?
Oh, we rode a Yamaha YZ250FX. Shot photos and rode it today. Ripped a couple of 125s around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good times. Thank you, everybody, for joining and watching. These guys got to be back at work at 5:30 in the morning. You can just crash out here and just drive in that way if you want. Logan probably wants to have some apple juice and hit the road.
Party on.
I'm going to take your 9 to 5 serious. Tomorrow morning, you can call me at 9 and make sure I'm at work.
Yeah.
Okay?
I can't crash out. I got to get my golf club.
Give me a call. Golf?
I'm golfing tomorrow.
Golf. For work, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like me going riding. People are like, you're going riding again? I'm like, yeah, because it's work. Got lots of cool stuff. Hey, we could probably see what's going on at Dakar right now, but I don't want to get into that. Thanks again to everybody that supports this show. Of course, there's Yamaha, Climb, Seat Concepts. Man, on our long rides, I was happy I had a Seat Concept seat on.
Did you ride my
bikes.
bike? Johnny made it 5 minutes. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know why I sold my last Seat Concept bike with that bike. I don't know why I did it.
We have Bulletproof Designs. I got a nice box from Bulletproof Designs that has all my protection for my new KTM 300. What else do we got going on here? Come see us at the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. You guys going to go?
Yeah, 100%.
You going, Logan?
What is it?
What is it?
Yeah.
It's where old
You
people
ride
get
shippy
together.
carts.
No, you can't. It's only for
slippy carts.
Hall of Famers get to go.
We
in.
know a guy.
I don't know if it's like pretty strict that weekend.
I know.
Actually, they're all setting lap records and texting me, and I'm like, wait, flip that thing up there. That's the it's because
You should go. It's good.
Yeah, you get
it's
one of
good
these.
stuff.
So your emergency camera there.
Hot Shoe Hall of Fame.
So
is
I was a
fantastic.
Hot Shoe Hall of Famer. You can go look at the plaque just like this at the go-kart track. If you tell them, I think they'll give you $5 off. But if you're another Hall of Famer, I got to race Jeff Emig this year. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you got him.
You think so? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of practice involved. Yeah, he's one of the people that are getting inducted. We're trying to get Kendall to show up, but it's lots. Hey, you guys are all welcome.
He's kind of a wild card, huh?
Yeah, he's all in or not there at all.
Yeah.
So he was going to go to Mexico with me to go pre-run for Nora, to go scouting for Nora, and he just said, nope, I want to do the verification. He wants to ride the road book because he'll probably tell me he wants to race. But last year he came, 2 years ago, he came and helped me with the road books. Big help. So. Okay, guys. Glad for everybody hanging in for this long. You want a discount code for something? Just email me. What else do we do? Stuff. We just say cheers. Cheers. We'll see you guys on the trails.
Get out there, ride your dirt bikes.
Yeah.
Fun is fun.
Now I got to figure out how to turn this show off. It's like there's a button I push and it makes it go away. Let's just stop right here. Okay, see ya. If you liked what you saw in this video, come check us out over at dirtbiketest.com on the webs. We have bike tests, product tests, a lot of fresh dirt, and you can even support us by clicking through our links. Hopefully, we'll see you out in the trail.